All right, everybody. We are back with Keep on the Borderlands. Welcome, everybody. Welcome back. If you're watching, you're on YouTube here or on Twitch. Welcome. Players, how's it feel to be back after 3 weeks off?
So glad.
In a minute.
Feels good.
Yeah.
I know we were just talking about how pumped we are for this session off camera, but now that we're here, I'm so excited to start. We're going to do a very quick review of what happened last time 3 weeks ago in episode 2, and then we'll introduce our characters and jump right into the game. But before we do anything, I got to remind everyone out there, if this is the first time you're watching, I have a whole playlist for Keep on the Borderlands, so if you're interested in catching up or watching this episode and then going back and catching up, you're not too far off. This is only the 3rd episode, and we have a session 0 as well. If you're interested in other live play 5th edition games, I've got Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frost Maiden, also on my YouTube channel. Supernatural 20, which is my horror-themed campaign, and Candlekeep Mysteries, which I have run every single adventure, all 17, all on a playlist on YouTube. So check out the YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications so that you know every time we go live with a new video. Also, if you're on Twitch, give us a follow. And then we're going to jump into some introductions and review. So last time, everybody, we had quite a ending to the game. You reached a keep on the Borderlands. You met a bunch of people. You bought an apartment or rented an apartment. You did a lot of adulting.
Yes.
You also checked out the postings, the message board in the town. You found out that there's quite a bit of jobs available for adventurers here. You also learned that you're not the only adventurers. There are a couple of other groups of adventurers doing jobs for people in the keep. And after going your separate ways, Chris, your character, went to the Wizard's Tower. Nate, you went to the chapel. A bunch of you went to see the Earl Butts, the bailiff, whose daughter has gone missing. You came back together at the Greased Goat, and you had a couple of drinks and were eating food, when all of a sudden a very strange thing happened. Two gentlemen who had been eating there, although they weren't really able to eat on their own. They had been traumatized in some way. They were found out in the Whispering Woods. They had an encounter with the Caves of Chaos, which is up north in the Borderlands. And they haven't been the same since. And when they saw Chris's character, Hieronymus, they kind of broke and attacked the group. And so we're going to pick up right off of there. But let's introduce the characters. Chris, who are you playing today? Who is Hieronymus?
Hello, my character, his name is Hieronymus Bosch, and he is a rock gnome. Not a deep gnome, a rock gnome. There's a difference, I guess.
Yes,
but he's very skeptical of the Borderlands being a rare non-human, so he's always afraid of how he might be treated, so he tries to protect himself from being recognized as a gnome.
Nice. And you are a level 1 wizard, and I have your stats presented. I made sure I have all the stats correct tonight. And there you go. All right, let's go to Fritz next.
Hey guys, I'm playing the party's Elven Druid, Ula, and not seeing much in nature so far. A lot of settlement, a lot of bar fights and encounters like that. So I'm excited that we're going to be going out on a quest here and getting more back into my domain. Feel a little bit more at home, depending on what we encounter.
That's right. And this episode, I'm not sure if anybody saw it, but it's titled The Goblinwater, because last time we played, the group decided that they're going to take up the Earl. I keep saying the Earl. Take up the Bailiff's quest to head out for his daughter. All right, now let's go to Jeff. So you should see a lot of nature in today's episode. Jeff, who are you playing?
I'm playing Scory, son of Skeggy, who is a very fighty first level bard, and a dwarf, I should say, if it wasn't obvious from the name.
Dwarf's dwarf.
A dwarf's dwarf. Aye, lad.
Excellent. And you were you went down in that combat, didn't you? Or no, was it the first one?
I went down and popped back up. How did I?
Okay.
I think she knocked me down. I don't think she knocked me out, or did someone? No, someone
I healed
me.
you up. I think.
You healed me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was quick,
healed you up.
but oh yeah, I was dead. Or maybe, I don't know. I haven't watched the episode back to see how dead I was.
Well, we are luckily taking. You're getting a good night's sleep before heading out. I'm sure.
Good.
Excellent.
Yeah, I forgot. I meant to watch that part and see what you rolled for how many rounds I had before I died.
That's a good thing. It's all on tape.
Yeah, I have to check that.
All right, let's jump down. Go ahead.
Playing some homebrew rules. So great thing to mention at this moment that, yeah, death and a few other things throughout this campaign are a little bit different than maybe those of us who are playing 5e. And death has been super exciting as a player so far.
That's right. And the
That means
document
one
for
word.
our house rules is down below in the description. You can check it out. It's a kind of mixture of our own creation as well as the 5e hardcore mode PDF. So check that out down in the description. Let's go to Nate.
Hey, howdy, folks. I am playing Barrick Helios, human variant paladin. I'm getting a very devout follower of his god. He has also gotten almost knocked down multiple times, or knocked down so far. So really into the fighting. Hyperius is his god. You'll hear me mention.
Yes, Hyperius. And you're a tank, so that kind of makes sense. You go down quite a bit.
Well, I'm not a tank yet. I think at first level we're all almost the same.
Aspiring.
I'm an aspiring tank. Yeah.
Fair enough. All right, let's go to Tim.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. I'm playing Valentin Lupescu, and as the human barbarian, I'm absolutely here for the bar fights.
Absolutely.
And are you still streaming from Camp Crystal Lake?
Oh yeah, I'm still in Camp Crystal Lake, and tomorrow at 6 a.m. I leave to head up to the Great North Adirondacks.
Oh, wow. Big day tomorrow.
Where?
Big day, big day.
Look at the
Where
big
are the
picture.
Adirondacks?
Big day, big picture.
Paddling up the Racket River.
Oh, awesome.
Nice. All right, and
Very
last we go
cool.
to John. John, who are you playing today?
I am playing Sosori Satsu, and I am a rogue, a half-elf rogue. And after our first fight, I'm kind of dealing with a bit of big head syndrome. I did lots of damage. I didn't really get hit. And I'm feeling really good about myself. So I'm a rogue who's like, look at me.
Your character or in real life?
Yes.
Touché.
Oh, it's your character.
It is
Okay,
the
gotcha.
In real
All right.
life, I cry alone every single evening. But that's different.
Well,
Too much
fantastic.
information.
Fantastic. Just to catch everyone, the viewers up, if you're back for episode 3, we are using the experience counter from the book. I have the Into the Borderlands rendition of this. It's got all the additions of the adventure itself as well as a 5e conversion. It's from Goodman Games, so we're using that chart there, and gonna kind of tweak it to my own variation as I see fit. So right now, the group, did we decide, somebody did the math? What was our experience track at?
142.
142. Look at that. We're halfway to second level. See that? We're almost there.
Can't wait.
All right. So now let's jump into the game. Set? Here we go.
Do it.
All right. So we pick back up at the Greased Goat, which is where the cleanup of the bar fight just happened. So everyone in the place settles back down. All the customers that left, well, many of them that left come back after they're assured that the safety of the tavern is back to normal. So we got people eating, people drinking, and there's a couple of things you had to. I think you were talking about this right before we went on stream. Was there anything you wanted to do before packing everything up for the night and heading to your apartments?
What was the story on your potential henchman there?
Yeah,
Ross?
that's the one thing I wanted to do was go and hire that meat shield. 10-foot pole carrier. Hire some extra hit points.
That's right.
Going
do
old
you
school,
remember-
baby.
Do you recall what the man's name was?
No. And I'm looking for the dude that was carrying a big pole.
That's right. There was somebody carrying the
That's
big
right.
pole.
He had a notice up.
That's
As
right.
for Zed,
Zed.
I can't wait to say Zed's dead.
So I'm showing the Roll20 screen here, and I'm gonna zoom in to the posting message board here. Said family man in need of work. Will carry gear and open doors. Owns 10-foot pole. Ask for Zed at the Grease Goat. So after everybody settles down, you notice that the man with the 10-foot pole sticking out of his backpack that's basically touching the ceiling, he actually never left. He kind of just stuck to his porridge or whatever he was
Nice.
eating.
Brave. I'll go up to him real quick and say, "Hey, Zed, I saw your posting. I'd like to hire you. What's your rate?"
And he looks up from his porridge, and he's got like a very dirty look to him, like he hasn't bathed in weeks. Although maybe none of you have, I don't know. But he's got this like very greasy look to him. Whatever he's shoveling into his mouth is spilled all over his chin and his scraggly beard. And when he looks up at you, his 10-foot pole wiggles around in his bag, and he says, "Who?"
Who? My name is Hieronymus. How do you not know who I am?
No. Who'd you say?
Zed.
Who's Zed?
Oh boy. You're Zed.
No, I'm Zeb.
Oh, nice. Oh, my mistake, Zeb. I must not know the difference between a D and a B. Forgive me. I'd still like to hire you.
That's okay. You could hire
He's only
Zeb.
now learning to read common.
I know common.
I
Now-
can tell
I'll
that.
give you 5 copper a day.
His eyes widen. 5 per day?
Yes.
That's 5 more than I got at my last job.
Nice. Well,
Are
then
you
it's an
sure?
Aw.
I'll prepay him 1 copper.
And he like holds on to it, and he looks up at it, and he looks at you like you're crazy, and he puts it like in his sock.
Nice. All right then. I don't know how this is gonna work out well for you, but you're hired now.
Well,
You
I
work
got
for me.
I got
Us.
3 kids down south.
Well then, perhaps tomorrow I'll give you 2 more coppers.
Oh my goodness, that could almost afford food for everybody.
Almost.
Did I just say a gold?
You give him
I
a
don't know,
gold?
golds are actually kind of scarce at the moment.
You give him a
No.
gold, John?
I'm not here. No.
Oh.
I'm not.
He says, "What'll I have to do?"
Nothing, but use your pole. Open doors, carry stuff, and stand in front of me to protect
Oh.
me from things that might try to hurt me.
That's what I said in my note. I posted it outside.
I saw it,
Okay.
so I can count on you.
You can count on me. Just don't ask me to count.
Don't worry,
Thank you,
sir. I will
Ralph.
do all the counting for both of us.
Okay. We could do this. You hired.
All right, nice. You're the boss. Let's go.
Right now?
Yeah, we're leaving.
Where are we
What?
going?
Are we gonna sleep?
Well, he's gonna stand guard outside the door while we sleep.
When does he sleep?
When he finds time.
On the weekend.
I'm gonna go friend Zeb. I know.
Okay. All right. That's fair. That's fair. All right. So he's ready to go. He gets his things together. His pole hits the ceiling when he stands up. He drags it across the room.
Nice. Love it.
He's ready to go.
All right.
You're giving him a lot of money. He keeps saying that you're giving him a lot of money.
Yeah, well, I expect your loyalty.
He loves you.
Nice.
All right. So he's with you. He's with the group.
Okay.
Where to now? Where to now, everybody?
rest up and head out in the morning. First light.
I think so. Yeah, first light to the Goblinwater.
Well, I thought,
Perfect.
were we hoping to stop by Ruth's farm on our way?
Yeah,
Yeah, because that's where the Grogan duck
that's
from.
stop number one.
I would
Right.
assume so. Yeah.
Any
That
reason
was-
to talk to Bumbo?
Bumbo, the tavern keeper.
Yeah, I was just asking that to the group. Does anyone have any reason to talk to him? I couldn't think of anything.
I think that we saw all the question marks in the bar and we talked to all of them. So
All right, let's
collected
do it.
all the question marks.
Time for some sleep.
All right,
The
so
exclamation points.
let's rest. Let's go over the long rest rules. The long rest do not give back all your hit points. You have to roll hit dice like normal. Since we're first level, it's very simple. You'd use your hit dice and gain, like normal, what you'd gain back in 5e rules. And at the end of the long rest, you would gain that half of your hit dice back. So you'd gain your 1 back. So everybody needs to roll.
I'm at 5.
Yeah,
I'm rock solid, untouched.
that must be nice.
Sure.
Yeah,
is.
so-
Ay. Never gave myself.
Hey, I got my
back
6
hit.
back.
What do we roll? We roll our.
Your hit dice, so 6 for you, Chris.
Ooh. The
Take it
problem
back.
is,
He did that.
Oh,
I don't remember how many I had
1.
after I got healed.
We're level. Oh, how many hit points? Oh, I'm sorry.
I had 5.
Fritz,
I
you
rolled
don't
my die. I got
happen
6.
to remember how much you healed me for, do you, last time? When you healed me and stood me back up?
Who healed Jeff? I'm checking in the chat now.
I'm pretty sure it was Fritz.
Yeah, I think it was either 4 or 5 hit points. It was almost max. So whatever healing word was.
Okay, it's 1d4 plus your bonus. So
So I've
What you
got a
want?
+2.
yeah, okay. So I didn't keep it up, but you want to just call it 4 or 5? Assume it was an average roll.
I mean, he got a 4 on it on the
Okay.
D4. I found.
Okay,
There it is.
so I
Yep.
had 6 and I just got 2 more. Okay.
So we roll that die, and that's what we get back right now.
Yes,
You get
what
that
we
back
just-
plus your con
Oh,
bonus.
nice. Ooh, con.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm
That
back up
gets
to
me
full.
okay, that gets me back to full.
Yeah, I'm at
And after that,
Sorry, guys.
you get half of a hit die back. What did you say? We only get 1 die
No,
back.
you'll get
It
a
rounds
whole
up.
hit dice, but
Yeah,
you would get half. Since you're at first level, it's not going to make a difference. But if you're at second level, you'd only get 1 hit die back.
and at 3, do we get 2 or 1?
I think it rounds. I don't know. I think it rounds down,
Oh.
but
We'll worry about that in like
yeah.
a month or 2.
Yeah. We'll lobby offline about that.
Yeah. Let's see. You gain half your total number. Yeah, so it would be rounding down, but then minimum of 1 die.
Excellent. So we get 1 die
I think
back
the general
up
rule
until
is
level
you-
4.
Level 4.
I think the general rule is you round down until, and this just says a minimum of 1. It doesn't say anything about rounding here, but I think that's the general rule of thumb. You round down for most things.
Yeah.
You're the boss.
At home, did
Let's
I
do
not
it.
Yeah.
playing hardcore D&D?
That's right. Hardcore D&D here on Tabletop Up. Okay, so you
Right.
take a long rest. You spend your first night in your beautiful new apartment that you rented from Jabaz, who was the manager of all the apartments. You decided to go with a month-to-month rental rather than pay by night. And now you're headed to... Yep, I am right. Chat's got me there. Minimum 1 round down. So now you're headed out. Before
Wait,
you leave, I
before
know
we-
that Nate said you wanted to go talk with Baumhauer, the merchant.
Yes, I would like to talk to Baumhauer. Actually, but while we're having breakfast, I'd like to speak to everybody. Well, I imagine we're having a simple breakfast of, bread, and I don't know if anybody has their own special thing, but I'll kind of knock my hand on the table once and, my friends, I look forward to saving the beautiful and wonderful Adina today. with all of you by our side. And should the light of Hyperius fall on us, we will be successful. And I will work on my battle trash talk. And I give a little lovely speech, and we all gain +4 temporary hit points for the day.
Oh.
Nice.
Very nice.
Oh.
I like that ability. It's good.
I'm now relearning.
I will be giving cheesy speeches periodically throughout this campaign.
Even Zeb. Zeb gets 4 hit points.
No, it's up to 6 people. So
Sorry, Zeb. Odd man out.
He wasn't paying attention anyway, so he wouldn't gain the benefit.
There were a lot of big words in that speech.
How many hit points does Zeb have?
Probably. Let's see.
2,
Sure.
1.
Does it matter?
I just need to keep track.
He's
in my
a
head.
minion. He's 1.
He has 4 hit points.
Nice.
Oh, he's tough.
Yeah, I just bought a preemptive potion of healing for 4 hit points at 1 copper piece to steal.
It's the cheapest healing potion you ever purchased.
Thanks, Zeb.
I'm sorry. How many temporary hit points was that total?
it's just 4, but 4 for everybody.
Oh, I just messed up our Zoom screens. Yep. There we go.
Oh
Hold
no.
on.
No.
My volume is
It's all
low.
good. I just messed up the Zoom screens, but they're coming back.
Yeah,
All right,
so
so-
I'll
So
suggest
thank you for
that
that
we go
rousing
speak to
speech.
Bombhauer.
Yeah, we can go see Bombhauer. All right, so you head to the merchants, the guild area. Now you're not allowed entrance into the merchant guild without someone to kind of escort you there. Otherwise, you'd have to show documentation that you're part of the guild, and it's a special privileged area. But you can wait around for him in the morning, and you'll see that he'll come out, and when he sees the group, he smiles and walks over to everybody. Oh, my friends, it's good to see you, and I'm glad that I did see you. Rumor has it that you got into quite a pickle yesterday at the Grease Goat.
Indeed we did, friend. It is good to see you as well.
I walk right up to him and say, "You have my 5 gold for that brigand I brought in?"
He takes out a bag, and he throws it to you all. And he says, in fact, it's 6 gold.
I bow very graciously to him and say, "Business is always a pleasure with you."
Yes, now, where are you all headed off to?
We're off to find the bailiff's daughter, Adina.
Oh dear, yes, I heard. The bailiff's been heartbroken over this. Can barely eat. Barely sleeps.
No one likes a skinny butt.
Buttes, you're referring to, yes.
I'm Buttes.
He's
Bailiff
been the
Buttes.
butt of many jokes over his lifetime.
I'm always down to see more buttes.
I don't understand this Butte's laughter, but it was good to see you, Bombhauer, and thank you for the gold. Do we have any other business with him? Is that really it?
You're the one who wanted to talk to him.
I just wanted to get our gold.
Oh, okay.
I'm my best friend. Like, we should tell him, I think.
Yeah.
Well,
Do you have any helpful information that might help us on our quest, Bombhauer?
Where are you headed in your quest for Adina?
About a half a day's ride southeast.
towards the Goblin River.
Oh,
Ruth's farm.
headed to the Goblinwater River, huh? Well, you
Right.
know that the fens, the area opposite the river, is off limits.
Off limits how?
Well, I shouldn't say that. It's enter at your own risk. The patrols don't go that way anymore.
Does opposite
Hey.
north or south?
It's further south. And actually, I'm going to show you the map in just a moment. But Bombhauer will say, you know what? I have a friend who's a cartographer. Let me see if I can get you a map.
Thank you, friend.
Stay right here. And he goes back into the guild house. And maybe like 15 minutes later, he comes out and he says, I have procured the map. And he kind of unveils it. hands it to who's the most ranger-esque? It would be Fritz, right? Yeah. So
Yeah,
Ula,
Yeah.
Yeah,
he hands
that
the
would probably
map
be
to
me.
you.
Let's roll it out and take a look.
I'm gonna move your screen on Roll20. All right, there we go.
Oh, this is old school.
Yep, this is old school here.
Oh, sweet.
Graph paper, baby. Quarter inch.
So I've added a couple things to the map here. I've marked off areas 1, 2, 3, and 4. They're places that Baumhauer or some of the other NPCs you've met can tell you a bit about, or at least they're important and marked on the map. The Whispering Woods are to the north. They're labeled number 4. But it's the entirety of this, Baumhauer will explain. The northern forest is called the Whispering Woods. I've got a token for the group, so that when you move along the map, you can all see the same thing. I learned this from my Icewind Dale game a week ago, that it would be nice to have a token for the party, so you can see the map a little bit easier.
Yeah, those 200-foot squares were a little hard.
Yeah, so this is a little bit easier. Then you've got to the south the big areas here. The Fens, which would be labeled number 1. The Spiderwood, labeled number 2. And the Ravenwood, labeled number 3.
Test, microphone test.
I can hear you.
Gotcha.
Sounding good.
We're good? Okay.
Yeah. So those are the areas that I marked off on the map there. And you can see the Goblinwater River here. And this is where Old Ruth's farm is, right on the edge of the swamp marshland.
Lovely.
No.
Yeah, the only thing I have in my notes, please correct me if I'm wrong, is it says north of the Goblinwater River, but a half a day southeast.
Yep, that's what
Yep,
I have.
that seems about right. Yep.
I'm trying to extrapolate that situation. Yeah, we're getting down here.
Yep.
Okay.
Right.
Yep, that's all accurate. And, I just realized I'm not in Roll20 mode for all of the viewers. So I'm going to switch over to the Roll20 scene here so they can see what you see. So again, I'm going to show the whole map. And the places that are marked off are on the left here. The Fens, which is labeled number 1. The Spiderwood, number 2. The Whispering Woods, the Ravenwood, number 3. And the Whispering Woods, number 4 up top. And you can see them here. I'll zoom in. Fens, Spiderwood, Ravenwood, and the Whispering Woods. And the party starts here at the keep. Okay, good. All right, any questions from you? Before we head
The lines on the map are it's like topographic. Those represent raises and lowering and elevation. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I
And
assume that's
go
the
ahead.
Goblin Water.
Yep, the river, the black is the Goblinwater River. Yep.
Okay.
So, the way this map's going to work is you're going to decide. I'm just going to say Fritz because you're the druid. You're going to be the de facto guide, and whenever the token moves, I'd like you to move it. You can discuss with the group where you want to go, but ultimately you can control it. We're going one square at a time. There may be things that you encounter. There may be things that I'll stop you and hold off and tell you not to move anywhere. And then there'll be times for you to take rests and breaks and things like that. Generally speaking,
good.
each square is roughly supposed to be like 100 yards, but I think it might be easier to just do it based on, like, maybe, I don't know, you need to go 5 spaces before you need a short break or something like that, or just so it's just an arbitrary number rather than trying to keep track granularly. So
I'm thinking we head south, stay on the road, just so we have the best visibility and maybe run into some other travelers or something.
Yep. There will be patrols all throughout the area, especially to the south and to the west of the keep, like down here where you came from. There'll be patrols going along the road up into about here. That's where the patrols kind of stop. And a few patrols that you kind of, when you were talking to some of the NPCs last time, head back to check on some of the farmsteads. And there are some all over the keep, but Ruth's farm is the most most far from the keep towards the Goblin River. Remember, they were trying to get her to retire and come back to the keep or something. Her and her husband.
Which road do we head in on?
This one. The one on the west.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
All right, so, Fritz, you're continuing along
Yeah.
the road?
Yep. So I think we'll head down south like we've got there. Then we'll start heading.
Cut out, Fritz. I didn't hear that last part.
I think he just said east.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Heading. So we'll head down. Then we'll
Yeah.
start heading across.
Whoops.
Oh,
I just morphed the token. There we go.
Yeah.
So you're heading south. So you're going to go 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4 spaces
4.
roughly to get to that junction in the road.
Yep.
Okay. So you gather your things, you head out the keep, you head down south. It's going to take you probably about an hour to get to the road junction. And you do see, over the course of that hour, 2 separate patrols coming up from the south, headed back to the keep. So you know that they're keeping regular intervals. So there's quite a bit of manpower at work here. And
Nice.
what's
Yeah.
the countryside like in this area around the road? Is it open? We can see a long way.
yeah, especially along the road, you can see that the heavy forests are denoted on the map.
Thank you.
But yeah, it's pretty clear. I mean, it's a mountainous region, I guess. But you kind of gotten to a nice stable elevation at this point. So hilly, but not like you're not climbing. You're not doing mountain climbing all the time. And they're able to farm in this region. I saw a lot of dice rolled. What was that?
Yeah.
I double-clicked a spell.
Oh,
That's my new damage spell.
Chris is getting all his stuff ready. Okay.
Excellent.
All right, so you
All right,
head out to the
what do you have to
junction.
Keep,
Go for it.
keep heading along the road.
Yep. Move yourselves. Okay, great.
And
Pause
now-
there for a moment.
Okay.
So as you're headed along the road, you spot a bunny. Although this bunny's a little strange. Instead of it just looking like a typical hare, it's got some type of horn coming out of its forehead. So it's got its long ears, and then a long protruding horn that comes out from the forehead. And after you see this, I assume you're traveling by foot, right, all of you? So you're walking along.
Yes.
You see a couple of these bunnies on the side of the road, and then, almost in like the blink of an eye, you turn to look at your companions. You look back. The bunnies are gone, and not just running away. They look like they have vanished.
They're chaos bunnies.
Jackalopes.
I also thought jackalope or rhinoceros.
I thought of Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Okay, Nate wins.
Ordinary bunny.
Give me a nature check, Fritz.
Four plus something.
It's nature, all right.
Not going to be good.
4 plus your bonus. Yeah, not good. No. You
Not
have heard
with, not
of.
with a 4.
You might have heard of animals with a horn on their head before. The almirage, but they're like bunnies. They're that type of family, a cousin. But you don't know much about them.
Perhaps we could kill one for food.
If you
You're-
can find it.
You're a holy man, aren't you?
He's
Yeah.
wholly hungry.
Indeed.
Holy hungry. That was
I
good.
like the horn.
Who knows what type of spell component that could make?
We're an hour and 20 minutes from breakfast. Can we keep moving on, please? How many dwarves and hobbits do we have among us?
Yeah, let's keep moving.
Sure.
It's not time for second breakfast. Let's keep moving.
Ruth's farm is located here, so if you want to go off the road now, you can.
Yeah, I think this is a good place if we go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
That'll take us in the area, the vicinity. We'll kind of approach it.
It will. Give me a survival check, Fritz, and we'll see how long it's going to take. So
Ready
far,
for the 3. Here he comes.
so it's going to take you quite some time
Even
to
better.
locate. Yeah,
Even better.
it's going to tack on an extra hour for you to find Old Ruth's farm. So what was supposed to be a half a day's journey, you're hoping to get there around noon. It's like later in the afternoon, maybe 1 or so. But that's okay. You found the home just fine. In fact, because the area here is relatively flat, it's becoming a bit marshier. But the farmsteads are still before the proper swamp. You can see through the flatland Ruth's house eventually after wandering around for an extra hour. And you see this little small home on the farmstead, and you know it's their home because it's probably the oldest building you've seen on your journey here in the Borderlands. It looks like it's about to fall down when you get to it. You can see an old man tending the field with a hoe in his hand, and you see a woman who's standing on the porch, putting her hand to her forehead, looking out into the distance at you all. What do you do when you approach?
Eric's gonna wave like this.
How's that? Describe it.
Like just a big, like an arm up, just big wave.
Big
Like-
friendly wave.
Yes,
Aye.
yes, certainly.
Hello, the house.
You see the man drop his farm tool, and he takes out a heavy crossbow, and he aims it at you as you're walking towards him.
Yeah, sure. We'll all put our hands up.
Yeah. Hands up.
I borrow the 10-foot pole from Zeb, and I throw like a sheet on top of it, and I start waving it back and forth.
Zeb says, "Hey," and he fights with you to grab the pole back. That's mine.
He has 2 HP. I just look at him, and he goes to me.
I don't think he's intimidated. But
I'd love
Chris
to
could
make that
step in.
check.
Chris could step in if you'd like.
I'm gonna let it go.
I'm gonna roll that, friends.
Just let the chaos happen.
He is not impressed.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, you don't seem to scare him with that roll of a 5 or an 8, I should say. But he'll give up if you persist after a while.
So let him have the pole, Zeb. You'll get it back.
All right. Fine. And Zeb crosses his arms. He'll continue walking, but he looks like side-eye at Sasori.
I now have my underwear in the top of the pole. And just,
Oh, nice.
Oh.
It's the question of how you got it off, but
How did you stick your underwear to the pole?
You guys only carry one? You guys are gross. I have days worth of clothes every time I travel.
One
Brooks, you
labeled
don't carry
Monday,
any.
one labeled Tuesday, one labeled Wednesday. So,
Yeah.
you say, we're coming in peace. You raise your hand, you wave your underwear,
Yeah.
whatever you do. And the old man doesn't budge. He keeps that crossbow trained right on Fritz, right on Ula. And he says, through like a lot of missing teeth, Now, don't step a foot closer. Present yourselves. You brigands? Don't lie to me. I could sniff out brigands.
With my flag and my other hand up, I take a step forward and I say, Bailiff Butts has sent us. We are here to find Adina.
I chime in and say, "No brigands here," with my hand up.
We
Wow.
are friends, friend.
I just whisper buttes to Sasori.
Not gonna happen.
You talked to the bailiff. Well, why are you here? We already had the guard come.
Hey, and what did the guard do when they got here?
They asked us some questions, and then they went on their business. I assumed they'd never find that girl again.
Well, we're going to go after her.
Ha! Where? That way? And he points south.
Hey, if that's the way they took her.
It is.
Then
But
that's
you're
the way
crazy
we're
if you're going to go down that way. You'll never make it back alive.
Probably not. But at least it'll make a good story.
Well, you want to be foolish enough to do that? Then, yeah, come on in. We can have a chat.
Aye.
Yeah, let's
Thank
go
you.
in. Do it.
Ruth, put on the tea. He says, my name's Ned. This is Ruth.
Well, I'm Scory, and this is Marek and Ula, and Sasori and Valentine and Hieronymus.
Nice.
You got to put your underwear back on to come into my house.
It's already back in the bag, and Zeb has got the pole, and I actually now threw him a copper, and he's carrying my bag too.
Sure, definitely, not a problem. He looks big and strong. He'll take good care of it. All right, so you head into the house and you see Ruth. She's the classic old granny. She already had the tea on. All the options for you. 1 or 2 lumps, she says.
2, of course.
She's like, well, I only got
2.
enough. I only got enough for 1.
That one it'll be.
She puts a lump of the sugar into each of your tea, and everyone's got their own cup. It's the finest china that she's got, little chips and nicks in it. And she sits down in the living room of this cozy, quaint little house that's about to fall down. And she says, "Oh, it was such a shame. That young girl, she had so much future ahead of her."
Hey, what happened? Can you tell us more about that night, or what did it happen in the day or the night?
It happened in broad daylight.
Aye.
The nerve of these brigands.
You describe those brigands for us, by any chance?
Yeah, they look like brigands.
You look like a man.
Do I
Every
need to?
detail helps, miss.
Well, let me see. And she lowers her bottle cap glasses, and she wipes her eye. You can tell she can't see past, like 30 feet. And she says they were all tall and scary. They covered their faces with masks. They were all wearing black and red.
Does that sound like the same ones that we met on the road?
Yeah, roughly. I mean, they mostly wore black. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What, are they all gentlemen? Or were there some ladies among them?
No, there was one woman, I think. Right? Wasn't that right, Ned? And Ned grunts, "Mm-hmm." One of them.
In charge she was.
I don't know. But see this right here, and he points to this like bruise that's still healing on his head, and he says, I almost lost everything that day."
That would have been a devastating loss.
You see, I was out there in the fields. I told the lass she didn't need to help. I've been doing this for 50 years.
So what did you almost lose?
My head.
You mean
points to-
fighting to protect the girl?
That's right. See this? And he smacks his crossbow. I never go out in the fields anymore without this by my side. They came up so quick, all of them on horseback. They swept her up. She was screaming and hollering. I was about to shoot, and then one of them conked me right in the head.
So what about the one for whom she's betrothed? How did he respond to this situation?
I don't know. Didn't get a chance to talk to that feller. I mean, he's at the keep. They're not. They probably never met him.
Do you see the brigands often around your farm?
Every so often, a few of them come. But I swear, there were 20 or 30 of them. Never seen that many at once.
Never abducted people before?
Not many try to abduct us, and he, again, touts the crossbow next to him.
Fair enough.
Usually travel on horseback?
No, not usually. Any brigands we see around here, they just, they approach the farm. If I see them, I wave this in the air, and that usually scares them away. Plus, Ruth rings the bell, and she opens up the shutter of the window, and you can see there's a massive, bell with a rope that she can ring. You can hear this for a mile out. The patrols know that when we ring this bell, they gotta come. I've had to do it a few times over the years, but nothing like this. Even by the time I rang that bell, that whole group was gone.
And
They left in a
defense
flash.
of the road, you say?
They headed south.
And is south into the fens?
The fens. Aye.
Okay. All right.
Besides brigands, is there anything else in the fens that would be detrimental to us chasing her down?
Well, you gotta watch out for goblins and orcs. They're getting pretty bold venturing down this way. Ned seems a little angry about everything, but particularly angry about the idea that goblins are now coming this far south.
Getting big Muriel and Eustace slash encourage the Cowardly Dog here.
I didn't catch that. What'd you say?
Getting big like Muriel and Eustace encourage the Cowardly Dog vibes here.
Oh,
Live in the
yeah,
middle of nowhere.
totally. Yep, totally. Yep, love that.
I'd like very much to look at her effects to see maybe why she was targeted. Where does Adina reside?
Oh, she doesn't live here.
I forgot. Do we know why she was out here?
He was
Yes.
helping,
But she was a worker at the farm.
Just working on the farm.
So apparently, what the bailiff told you was that
Okay.
she loved to help people so much she would go to all the various farmsteads in the region every so often, and help them by, bringing harvests together, getting their harvests in, doing some odd jobs around the homes, especially for the older farmers who have been here for many years, like Ruth and Ned.
Ned, how long ago did they take her away?
What did I tell you last time? It was like a week or two?
It was a while.
it
I
was,
forget. I think it was
I had
something
down like a week.
Yeah, it was something
A week.
like a week or two ago at the most.
Ned, I understand the commotion must have been great, but pray tell, do you recall what Adina's affect or demeanor was during this?
He means how was she acting?
Ned is about to speak, and then Ruth
Thank
chimes
you.
in. Oh, that
I read the
angel.
room. It's my job.
That angel. Such a help. And Ned grunts and says, we didn't need her help.
Did she come out to help often?
She came at least once a week.
And did she help the other farmsteads as well?
I don't know. That's what you heard. But Ned doesn't know. Ruth says she had the voice of an angel. She always would sing while doing her work. She always talked about her the fiance.
Aye.
Doted
Was it the
over
young
that
Jonathan?
man. Doted over him.
You mean Jonathan, right?
Yeah, that's his name, yeah.
So not Frank.
Yeah, not Frank.
Doted over that man. Would have been a wonderful wife.
Can I tell what they grow at the farm?
What do they grow, John? Tell me. Don't say red sorghum, Tim.
I know. I'm just trying to remember red sorghum from the other kid. Okay, I forgot. Yes.
thought crossed my mind.
Don't you dare. They do not grow red sorghum.
They
Very
grow
rare
maize.
wheat.
Something more useful. They grow maize. Maybe that's
Maize. Okay. Yeah, I guess so.
They have maize in this part of the world.
Yeah, why not?
I don't know. What is our latitude and what is our longitude? Then I can.
Cabbage.
Cabbage
That's
sounds.
somebody
Potatoes.
Cabbage and potato sounds more like Ned and Ruth.
I think it's full Monty Pythons. They grow dirt.
They grow dirt.
Double dirt.
Ah, the old dirt farmers.
Well, fine. They grow dirt. In addition, they grow cabbage and potatoes and maize.
Okay.
So
A wide variety here at the farmstead.
Well, it does matter. I mean, if you're growing maize, then much of the year you're not going to be able to see very far from the house.
That's true. Maybe that's why the brigands were able to sneak up on him so quickly.
But they were on horses.
Well, I don't know. Maybe they
Did
don't
they
grow
come
maize.
sweeping in at high speed and just grab her right away, or did they stick around and chat for a bit?
They
Did they
did.
make threatening? What?
They did not stick around. No. Ned says they conked me right in the head. Ruth rang the bell, and by the time the patrol got here, they were long gone.
They go straight for Adina then, or did they search about before they selected that phrase?
Ned scratches his head. I heard the girl yell. I looked up from my my work. I grabbed old Reliable here, and then they conked me right in the head as soon as I picked it up.
Aye, a lot of conking going on.
So how much did they pay you?
Oh, how to win friends and influence people.
Pay me. Ned looks confused.
Oh, for the cabbages. Can I make an insight check?
Give me a deception check.
Lovely.
Oh, so
Well, that's
deceiving.
What'd you get?
12 for the viewers. A 12.
A 12. Ned said, "This boy get dropped on his head?"
Like I said, there's been a lot of conking going on.
Why in the heavens would the brigands stop to pay me for the cabbage?
Insight?
Sure, make an insight. Go ahead.
Oh, it's a terribly -1. Let's have some fun. Let's see. There you go.
You rolled a nat
Just
one.
so everyone knows, I rolled a 1, and it's a -1, so I just got a 0. Real rare 0 in D&D.
You broke your insight.
I believe I'm no longer going to understand human emotions for like a little bit of time.
The abyss stared
Yeah.
back.
Well, listen. I wish you all good luck, but doesn't look like you have any brains. So you're better off headed back to the keep where it's safe. Leave the outskirts to people like us.
Well, if everyone took that advice, there would be no heroes left in this world, dear Ned.
You're
We
brave.
shall
I'll give you that.
persist.
You're brave.
You
I'll
guys
give you
think?
that.
I think we've gotten everything we're going to get out
I
of
was
them.
gonna say,
Let's get
Do we know which way the brigands went? I've had enough of
South.
these. I've had enough of these farmers. Let's
They
go
went south. Yeah.
yeah.
How do we get across that river?
Well, we
Beats
have to
me.
get to the river.
Is there a ferry?
Not that I know of.
Can we see the river from where we are on like the? Because if this topographic, then this is probably higher up than this is, right? So can we like see?
Yeah, a little bit. You can. You might not be able. It's still hundreds of yards away, so it's
Yeah.
far, but it's, you could. You're not that far from it. Like if you were to travel for another hour or so, you'd get to like here.
Based on the map, can we tell if it's like just looking at the map, like a fordable river, or is like Grand Canyon, or like what? It's not happening.
The map does show that it's thinner in areas. Like you can see here, it's even less than probably like 50 yards across.
Yeah.
There's islands here, so you can tell they're shorter to cross in some areas. I'm gonna go to the Roll20 view so people can see what we're talking about here. So if this is the farmstead right here, right, in the greater map. If this
My
is the
friend, based
farmstead,
on the map, would you like to head due east to the thin part of the river?
I'll remind the group that the thinner parts usually move faster. The water.
Sure, our DM thought about that until you said it.
Oh, shoot. Sorry.
If the,
I'm just gonna go back to having my 0 insight. I apologize.
It's the Oregon Trail in my day.
to get, well, we all died of dysentery and the campaign ended. Okay, the whole area of the fens here. How is that? Miles across? Is that? I mean, that little elbow that we're
So,
sort of on the edge of.
to be clear here, the area called the Fens is
this over here?
right here. Yeah, it would be on this
Right.
side of the Goblinwater River.
But they went. Okay, but what we're hearing is from Ned and Ruth that they went south from Ruth's farm, which is here. So they went down in this direction.
That would sound right. Yep, that's the direction they would point you to. Maybe just a tad southeast.
Okay, so I think we should kind of skirt the marshy bits at least until we hit the river, and then see what the river looks like. See if we can find evidence of a place where a mounted party would have tried to ford the river.
Sure.
Yeah. What if we do this? Like head down 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
See what we can see, and then start moving right along 4 or 5, something like
That
that.
sounds good.
Makes sense to me.
Let's do it.
Give me a
plan.
survival check again, Fritz, to see how long this will take. You're headed through swampier areas now, so it
There
will be
we
rougher
go.
going.
Yeah,
And what is
that's
your
the
total?
druid right there.
There we
There we
go.
go.
15,
What's your total?
Plus 3.
Plus 3. What is your favorite terrain? Just, or you're not a ranger. Never mind. You're a druid. What is your specialty? Where the woods? Are you?
I mean,
'Cause you're
being
wood elf.
elven, I'd say woods, wood elf,
Yeah.
deep woods.
Sure. So you can, about an hour's journey south of Ruth's house, you can get to here, and you can see the river now. The river is widest probably here. You can see it's maybe almost 200 yards across at the crossing here. But you see an island out in the middle. And, you can see that there are trees on the islands, which the trees are becoming more sparse in this area, but the islands themselves have a lot of forest.
Dense to the point where we can't really see what's happening on the island.
Oh, yeah, you can't see what's happening on the island now.
Well, that didn't come out at all.
I like it. I like
That was
the...
supposed to be a house.
I
Looks
think it
like
is.
a house. Looks like a house to me.
Looks like a birdhouse.
There you go.
I like
They
it.
That's
probably
where,
had chickens along with their cabbages.
As we're walking along on the way to the river, what does the party think
Thanks,
about the
Sean.
idea that the fiance did like a forced disappearance? It seems like the girl was really into it, but maybe the fiance wasn't. It's my new running theory.
Oh, that maybe he's the one who set this all up.
He hired some brigands. Now no one else has been out here. The guards have been out once. It seems a little bit like, oh, you're really in love with your fiance, and you just kind of let her get taken.
She did seem like she was very in love, unless Ned and Ruth are into it. So
Yeah.
She's a wild child. Who's this woman my parents have made me marry? Is that what you're getting at? Like he doesn't want to be with her?
yeah,
Yeah. I'm getting that she was more into it than he was.
All right.
We're probably making this way more complicated, and we're going to find out that she's just been captured by some brigands, and we're supposed to bring her back and get the gold.
all right,
We're
No,
sitting
but
here
let's go.
Okay, who's in on it? It's a plot. Ned is conspiring with the
John was
bomb
like-
hours are in on it, and
John was like, and how much did they pay you?
Yeah.
To the old man and the old woman who could barely see. She's looking out.
the mastermind.
She's like the old woman in My Cousin Vinny who couldn't tell you how many fingers are held.
You mentioned I was reading Agatha Christie all week. I'm really sorry.
Sometimes a kidnapping is just a kidnapping.
Right. Kids fall asleep all the time.
Okay, but I'm pumped.
dang it, Bob. Love it.
Okey-dokey.
CJ says that they're actually moisture farmers on Tatooine. They're not.
I think we've got plenty of moisture in this bed.
Yeah, you got a lot of moisture. Yeah, it's getting swampy. Rough go of it. The travel is going to be a little bit longer in these marshier areas, so kind of like double the time. So if you want to walk along the river to assess, you can. We'll
Have we
just
seen
move the
any-
token.
Path or anything that looks like people travel through here, or is it just, or does it look like the swamp would just swallow any evidence?
Give me a survival check, Fritz. I will let Fritz do it. If somebody has proficiency in survival, I would let you aid him. He could roll with advantage. Does anybody have survival proficiency? Okay, so Fritz, you got your one lone roll of a total of 9? No.
11. So
11.
really not good.
Yeah, this was to look for perhaps tracks or signs of river crossings, and like Jeff said, the swamp area just kind of swallows it all up. It's very hard to tell if people have been by here. So I see you moved about 4 spaces down.
Yeah, we'll just keep kind of following the river and see where we can go. Make our way towards that area.
I'd say it's getting later in the day now. You may want to rest and try to maybe find a suitable place for stopping. Although, if you want to cross river, that could be something you do first.
What do these islands look like?
From the shore, they look like they are pretty much at the level of the water. They don't look like if there was a flooding, they might flood pretty well.
Okay.
And they're loaded with trees, which is kind of barren in the rest of the area that you're in.
The island might afford us some, protection for the evening, if you guys want to.
That was my thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if we could cross, then camp out there.
The weather doesn't look bad, Fritz. You probably can assess the cloud movement. It doesn't look like it's going to rain.
Let's make a camp on the island.
Now, how are you going to get to the island?
What's the water look like?
The water is, it doesn't look like it's, like, I know this area is swampy, but it doesn't look like it's stagnant. It's moving. It would be hard to cross, hard to assess how deep it is in this area, but you'd probably guess that this is the shortest route, this smaller island.
We have a 10-foot pole. We could test.
That's the
big
same.
dig.
We had a 10-foot pole.
One guy you can definitely check the depth.
From west to east on this map, or from east to west?
Say that the first part again.
This is the coast, right?
No, that's what we don't know about.
So where's the water is running in which direction?
Definitely west and east.
West to
Yeah.
east.
West to
so
east.
From here to here. Yep, that's what I thought.
So,
Does that change anything?
But this
Water for you kind of.
that's not coast over here. That's just unknown area, right?
Yeah, that was my fault. Maybe.
Okay.
Could there be dragons and all?
Bob's
Yeah.
quiet for a very specific, scary reason.
no, I'm waiting for you guys to decide where you want to go or which
I would,
way the river flows.
I would like to come near this island so we can try to get to this little island. But if you're going to do that, you want to start slightly up river from the place you want to be at. That's what I was trying to get at.
Yeah,
But-
yeah, you could. Yeah, I see what you're saying. So in case you were to drift a little bit, yeah.
It said hardcore. I don't know how.
No, hey, that does make sense. I just couldn't help it.
Chris, would you like to tell Zeb to do anything?
Standing orders are for him just to stay near me.
Okay, so when we want to test the depth, you don't want him to be the one to do it.
No,
Okay.
he won't
Right.
understand. I don't want to explain to him that.
Also, God forbid he were to float away, you'd lose your hireling.
Yes,
And your investment.
my investment, my hit points.
So I'll need we can swim across. You could do that. That's totally doable. We would need checks from the group, athletics checks, because it is a pretty rough flowing river. It's possible that someone could not be able to swim across it, and anyone wearing heavy armor would have to take disadvantage.
Excellent.
So, before we make that decision, I'd like to propose the idea that we all tie ropes around one another and connect ourselves. And I also have grappling hooks and lots of rope. If you'd
Yeah.
like to try to make this a little bit more of a group effort as opposed to an individual effort.
So when Bar goes under, he can drag us all down with it.
Yes.
Again,
I think that's a good idea.
I know,
John.
makes a lot of
Good
sense.
idea.
I'm with you.
Can I ask Zeb if he can swim?
Of course, I could swim.
Oh boy.
He looks like
He can't swim.
he's insulted.
Alrighty.
Okay. What can we do here?
Do I Bob, do I happen to see any, driftwood or I know there's not a lot you said, but do I see any wood around,
Let's
logs or anything?
Maybe there's boats around. Let's look up and down the the river here and see if we can find a boat or something.
I'll give you a 20% chance of finding a driftwood that you might be able to use as a float device.
You have to
No.
roll.
I rolled it.
Oh.
No. You don't see
Does-
anything. The water's relatively free of objects.
Is the water by the standards of this day and age drinkable?
maybe back then people wouldn't think anything of it, but it's starting to get swampy in this area, so you might know better. I don't know. Adventures, you traveled around a bit. Even if you don't know the science of it, you might know water near the swamp. Probably not good.
Why? You need water?
What? No, I
You need
have
water?
water. I was considering getting rid of the emptying my water skins to use as floats.
I mean, I could purify water.
Oh, okay.
That's
well,
true.
let's dump out our water skins and use them as floats.
Yeah, fair enough.
I like it.
If we can replenish our water at the other end.
Sure.
Yeah, I can create or destroy water, so we could do that.
Well, I can create or destroy water. All I need is a pint of ale.
All right, so let's go with the athletics check to everybody. Let's do the swimming here. Give me your rolls, and I'll say with the water skins being little float devices, that will give you advantage on the check. And if you have disadvantage, that would counter it. Or you could take off your armor before you do this.
Yeah, I'm going to take my armor off.
Okay.
Leaving mine on, and I'm doing it normal.
Doing it live.
Is that 10 minutes on both, or just 10 minutes to put it back on?
It's,
Oh boy.
I think,
Oh,
a
boy.
minute to take it off, 10 minutes to put it on, I think.
Thank you.
For heavy armor. I'm not 100% sure.
I got it. I'm doing butterfly the whole way. I'm having a good time.
I immediately sink, apparently.
Someone throw him a 10-foot pole.
Are we? Hey, are we rolling with advantage?
Not me. I have my armor on.
Oh, there you go.
If you're wearing heavy armor, no.
Sorry, Nate.
No, hey. That's
Been good to know you.
Yeah.
I don't know that healing word is going to help here.
So everyone looks like rolled higher than a 10, correct?
I did
Almost
that.
everyone.
Yep. Yeah,
I rolled an
definitely.
8.
Actually, Hieronymus, I see you rolled an 8.
I have advantage.
Yes, but even with that, an 8.
Rolled an 8 twice.
What's? Oh,
Your
no.
first roll was 2 8s.
I assumed your second roll was for Zeb.
Oh, no. Well, shit. I guess I'm drowning.
That's the thing we should talk about in the future. I don't like that we do that automatically, but we can talk about that off stream.
Okay, it's fine. You don't have to set it that way. You could roll it normally.
Correct.
Yeah.
So the athletics checks I see, everyone got above a 10 except for Barak and Hieronymus.
Oh, no.
So Barak and Hieronymus, you sink 15 feet under the water as you start to get into the deeper areas. Now you are
deeper than I thought.
you are tied to each other, so I would say that it's possible for you all to help move them along, but we'll need someone who's able to pull them up. Give me a strength check.
Let
would like
me
to do
do
that?
that.
Go ahead.
That or Tim.
Yeah, Tim, give me
Oh,
one. You'll
Tim
each do
maybe.
one for each of them. So go ahead, Tim.
Saving throw check.
Strength check, so athletics.
Oh, okay, athletics. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not feeling very strong for that.
Oh.
Jeff,
I have. Wait, we do. Okay, I have a 6.
who are you trying to save here?
I
They
don't know.
both have a 6.
Yeah.
We both rolled 6s, so it doesn't matter.
Now let me get rust.
This is
All right.
how it happens.
So how'd you die?
So you can hold your breath for a number of rounds equal to your con modifier. I believe that's it. Let me just get this.
Zeb's gonna try to pull up me. You want a strength check? 20?
Wait. So I get one round. I can hold my breath for 6 seconds.
Let me see. There's no. It might be minutes. I apologize. Minutes per. I never do drowning. Why are you guys
Yeah, there's
swimming?
there's Zeb's roll.
Zeb's roll.
Zeb is saving somebody.
It's a number. Your creature holds breath for a number of minutes equal to 1 plus your Constitution modifier, a minimum of 30 seconds, and then you
All right.
run out of breath. So
I've
we're
got
gonna say
1
that
minute.
each. What's that?
So I've got 1 minute.
You got 1 minute down. We'll say each of these is basically a minute of trying to swim or trying to bring somebody back up. Let's go with another round of athletics checks for swimming for the group.
Okay.
It's a terrible. I'm so sorry. Whoever I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Jesus.
Do we? Are we
Advantage.
this island might not have been such a good idea.
Sorry. This is so bad.
TPK, what happened? The river.
Been a fun campaign, everybody.
Here's Zeb's. Right.
Hold on. Is this? Do we have the advantage on this roll?
Yeah, you're swimming.
Okay.
Still, yeah.
Okay. I turned my
okay.
advantage off. So let
Yeah.
me. What's my
Hold on,
second
yeah.
roll? Oh, my second roll's a 22.
So I'm gonna have you all tell me your totals at the end because it's getting confusing for probably if you're listening to this.
I'm
It's
gonna,
gonna
I'm,
be
gonna,
confusing.
I'm gonna climb up on Zeb's back. Can you guys hear me?
That's fair.
That's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
All right.
I think
That's
Got
you
an 18.
weren't swimming yourself.
In 18, you're good.
I actually
yeah.
have
So
a 22.
raise your hand or call yourself out if you got below a 10 again.
That's me twice in a row.
So everyone, Chris, you resurface, and now you're going to be brought along by Zeb.
Yes.
I'm just walking along the bottom of the river.
Basically, yeah. You go down to the bottom. It's like 20 feet below, and you're tied to the rope. But they're having a hard time pulling you. You're wearing your heavy armor. So that's 2 minutes that go by. Give me one more check, everybody.
That's 2 minutes. So that's
Let me turn my advantage back.
so what happens to me if I only have +1 modifier?
You'll run out of breath, and then after you run out of breath, you'll start taking con checks to see if you die and take damage.
Look at Zeb. Zeb's like Michael Phelps.
All right, so I failed 2 rounds, Bob. I only have a +1.
Okay.
Okay. I rolled a 24 this time. I rolled a 22 and then a 24.
Okay.
And he's tied to me.
Thank you.
So
Scoring.
am I? is that getting us anywhere towards keeping him from totally drowning?
What'd you get?
Last round I had a 22. This round I had a 24.
Yeah, so you're pulling him
And the
along.
athletics
You're pulling him
checks.
along. But unfortunately, so you all get to so after the 3 rounds of swimming, you get to the shore, and you
Okay.
start pulling
Fiasco.
his body up.
Start reeling him in fast.
Yeah.
I get a nat 20 on my 3rd, though.
Okay, so maybe you were able to resurface right at the end. Otherwise, what happens is you go unconscious and you start to suffocate. You have to you're gonna take death saves before you die, or at least that's what I'm
Gotcha.
reading here.
Gotcha.
But I think that if you passed at least the 1 check, the group, since you tied yourselves, you could get to the edge without having to take any death saves. Otherwise, I think we might have to simulate a series of death saves.
Gotcha.
So just for the next time you go swimming, if you were to, not pass the 3 rounds, you might have to take a series of death saves, which I think in our rules would be we'll just use a D3 +1 to see how many rounds it is, and then roll to see how many rounds actually passed, which means you could, in theory, die.
Well, good thing we're not going to be swimming for a long time. Oh wait, we're on an island.
You're on an island. So
But
you
we're
reach
on an
the-
island with trees,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and trees float,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
even if paladins don't.
Well, I think we also learned one very important thing, Nate. You got to take your armor off.
I wanted to be prepared.
You are. You are prepared to die.
Yeah, so because our death rules are a little different in this campaign, again, check the guide in the description for our house rules. What we'll do is if you were to not make it past your Constitution modifier amount of minutes, then we'll roll to see how many rounds pass and how many rounds you had to live. And if you would be able to survive, you would.
Okay.
All right. So now we're on the island, and it's getting towards dusk now. You've traveled a lot. You've done quite a bit. Do you want to make camp here?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, let's make camp.
Okay, so you want to stay on the beach, the shore area?
I'm not so sure. How big is this island?
It's small. You can see it's probably maybe 100 yards across, but then it's very thin. So maybe shorter.
So if you were standing in the middle of it, you could easily see to either side.
If there weren't all the trees in the way, but yes.
I think we kind of want to get in the trees.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I don't think
get
we
in the
want to
trees.
stay on the beach, and I think we want to be on high ground too.
I want
Sure.
to
So you could kind of head towards the middle and
Yeah.
stay on the opposite shore. Or, excuse me, in the middle, but stay like
Behind-
towards this shore a little bit.
Sure.
Side. Okay.
Can Fritz,
I'm gonna find the highest ground. For
We
a
want to
little
stay
evening
wherever the
prayer.
encounter map suggests that we stayed.
You're all good. You're all good. Wherever you want to go.
can Fritz look around for someone else must have slept here at some point. Are there any signs of any other campfires or anything on the island?
No. You do a quick glance, cursory look, and no.
Damn.
All right. So you're going to sleep?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
So you make camp. What is the watch order here?
didn't we establish a watch order last time that we were just going to use?
I don't remember. Tell me.
I thought we did, but I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, we definitely did. I
I
don't.
think
Maybe
Jeff
has
and I
some-
were the middle.
Okay.
What do
All
I
right,
do?
so we've got Barrack and Scory in the middle.
Sure.
I'll
Yeah, for the first
I'll take first watch. I'll take it in the beginning.
Yeah, throw me on with Ula.
And Valentine.
Split up
And then
the
Hieronymus and Sasori at the end.
Sure.
And Zeb just sleeps the entire time.
It's up to Chris.
He could just sleep.
Okay. This is the
The
time you
hardworking
can
guy.
sleep.
I don't trust him.
Okay.
You don't trust him. You paid him well.
I think it's more about his competence level than his trust.
Oh, I see.
All
Oh,
right.
there we go. I had a feeling.
So because you, this is a small island, right? We'll say that the tree line, there is trees here. I'm going to draw a little mark here. So we'll just say this is the tree line. So place yourselves above the tree line because that's where you want it to be, right?
Yeah. Hold on. Oh, okay.
We'll just say
Sure.
there are trees here. I'm going to draw little lines. Actually, no, that's ugly. I'm not going to do that. Oh, great. Okay. Well, either way, this is the tree line, and so don't get it confused. I don't want you to think
What the
that these are
hell?
marks. And of course, I deleted. All right,
I'm not
place your
able
characters
to-
on the map.
It's not letting me click on my character to drag him onto the map.
I can move it for you.
Okay. It keeps wanting to select the rest of the stuff on the list.
There you go.
Thank you.
And we're missing. I got Ula. And
Yeah,
Russ
I
is not
can't. I can't get the camera. There we go. Thank you.
there. Okay. All right, and I'll put on a token for your friend.
Yeah. Okay. I can do it myself.
This is Baumhauer's token, but I'll put Zed there. I'll make him a token next time.
Nice.
All right. So Zeb is there, and you're gonna watch in that order. So the first order is Ula and Valentine. Give me a D6 roll.
D6, you said?
Yeah, both of you. 5 for Ula. No, Valentine.
Five
And
for
Fritz,
Valentine.
what'd you get?
What is it?
Also.
Wisdom, perception.
Oh no, just a D6.
Just
Just a
D6, 5.
Both got fives.
Oh, you both. Oh, yeah, I see it now. You don't have your dice roller on. Sorry. So I see the 5. So okay, things go along all according to plan. You spend the few hours that you're up chatting with Valentine, and your shift goes by uneventful. You switch with Barrack and Scory. Both of you give me a D6s.
Great.
A 1 and a 3. Lovely. Everything goes by uneventful. Although I can't imagine the conversation these two will have. The bard and the paladin. Oh, the stories. Score, are you a dwarf of faith?
I'm a dwarf with great faith in dwarves.
Any chance Hyperios? You could come to the Church of Hyperios?
They could come by. I'll go any place that they've got nail.
Is Barrack a always talking about theology, or is he like?
I'd say like a solid 50% of the time. Yeah, he's one of those.
Oh my gosh, I'm on a quest with a Mormon.
So yes,
if you give him a chance, you might enjoy the light that washes over your life, dear friend.
Love it.
Duly
must be a-
noted.
Riveting conversation in the middle of the night.
Let's role play it all the way out. The whole shift. 4 hours. Here we go.
That could be its own session. Hieronymus and
Sorry, skyrocketing.
Sasori. Hieronymus and Sasori. You're up next. No need to roll. What's your passive perceptions?
No need to roll.
11 for Sasori.
11. Okay.
11.
Actually, you know what? Give me a d6 roll.
I rolled a 5 and Hieronymus rolled a 2.
Okay.
Redo it because it was later.
No, I didn't even see it, so that's good. Okay. All right, so the night is coming to an end, close to coming to an end. Maybe there's another hour or so before dawn, before our barrack will start to get up and pray.
Yep.
Oh, that's right. I don't have any need for a god that makes you get up to see the sun. The only way you're supposed to see the sun is from the gutter.
Praying to the porcelain god, my friend.
You're supposed to Ralph your last Ralph and then just pass out when the sun comes up.
I just love the idea that Barrack is like telling the story about like a beautiful time he was with a tree and nature and everything was great. And the moral of the story is you should be Hyperion's servant.
Yeah.
That's right.
You get confused every time. You're like, wait, is this a real story?
It all
Nope.
comes full circle with Barrack.
Hey, Hyperion is a fun god, you know, travels down to the earth and supposedly has children with a lot of women. He's a partier, but I'm more devout than he is. I think.
Say apparently that
I'm more devout than my god.
do as I say,
That's
not
right.
as I do.
God
For the
up here
god.
but me.
Where do you want to be when you're on your watch here? Where do you want to position yourselves, Sasori and Hieronymus?
I definitely would be away from the party.
I'm right in between those two.
Okay.
Well, he's leaving.
He's leaving.
They're all sleeping. I think would we be together? I think we'd be taking a walk together, and we'd probably be like,
Oh no. Okay. So
Taking a walk. What
No
kind
way.
of a guard are you?
That's the worst watch ever.
We really didn't explain this to them very well.
I would be
That's
hiding, like nestled in to this little
Alright.
group here and hiding and watching.
I'm not trying to come up with all this philosophy now that we're out in the woods, but the idea is I'm supposed to be watching you sleep as well as like being next to
No, you're supposed to be watching to make sure nothing eats us while we sleep. It's
Correct.
not the same thing. Watching us while we sleep is just creepy.
there's gonna be like two people who understand what's happening on the chat. I want to be like 50 feet away from the group at all times.
The chat has gone against you.
You know what, chat? I love you anyway.
All right, so you're going to be here, kind of closer to the line of the trees.
Yep.
Okay. You look out past the trees and you see the moon up in the air. You hear the sounds of the marshland. You hear the sounds of croaking frogs and the insects of the night. And John, what's your armor class?
I am currently sporting at 14.
All right. John, I hate to do this to you,
Yeah.
but from the line of the trees, a spear is thrown, and it hits you right in the leg.
Oh.
It's going to do a total of only 4 damage.
Only.
Only 4.
Only half your hit points.
Thank you for those temporary hit points, Barrack.
That's true.
Temporary hit points.
Oh, do we still have those?
I was gonna say, unfortunately,
Is it morning yet?
It's really funny because being last watch, that means you had your long rest already, right?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, we have to fix this.
That's cool.
We got a problem.
Uh-huh.
Interesting.
Barrick needs to be the last watch from now on.
Sure.
All right, I will take them for real. Let's do
I
it.
guess it would be fine. I don't.
You know what? No. No. As far if I'm reading it right, it just says
Until
they
dawn.
gain the temporary hit points, and then they can't gain them again until they finish a short or long rest.
Well,
doesn't say anything about them going away after a day or.
what's the duration of it?
It doesn't have a duration. It just says choose 6 with.
Okay. So
each
he just
creature
can't.
gains temporary hit points.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. He can't get it again. I'm fine with that.
Well, no, but from that words, he can give it to me again in the morning.
Yeah.
And like,
The
Oh,
next
yeah.
day, yeah.
100%. 100% right. Yep.
Huh.
I would agree with that.
I'm just gonna double check, but it just seems from the reading it seems like that we should all actually still have them.
Okay. I'm also totally fine with. I mean, if we get a rule wrong or something like that, I don't really care, and then we'll fix it next time.
Yeah.
But let's do this. Let's go into combat here. So we're gonna start with the initiative here. I have your initiative rolls from the last. We have set initiatives that we've gotten. We have Sasori at 19, pretty good for you. Scory
Bad
at
news,
17. Hieronymus at 13. Valentine at 10. Ula at 8. And Barak at 6. I do need
6
to roll
what?
for Zed or Zeb.
Oh.
You're at
Bad
6.
news. Sorry. Temporary hit points as a rule last until a long rest.
That's what I thought
So,
originally.
Yeah.
but-
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, we all actually don't have those. Bummer.
Okay, well, that's why we're first level and we're learning.
Yeah. I will take the last watch from here on out.
Well, still, everybody else is resting already. So,
Yeah.
okay, so there is your assailant.
Bummer.
You see him, right? You can see this token.
I do. Yep.
Okay. All right, we go to combat here. So let's go for. I rolled for Zeb. Zeb got a 4. So we go to the group. We're gonna go with John now.
So I yell back to Hieronymus is with me, right? Chris, you're
Yeah.
Yep.
Yell back and I say, "They hit me! Someone's here! Off this way!" And I run towards the enemy. 10, and I engage them.
I yell and start shaking them.
Yeah, good idea. So the group with the shouting from Hieronymus and Sasori, you can all be alert on your turns. All right, go ahead. Make an attack.
Yep, I'm going to attack with my main hand short sword. Oof, that's 5. That's probably not going to hit. With my offhand short sword,
Well, it's a nat 1 anyway.
true. Does a 14 hit?
Yes, 14 hits.
All right. 4 damage.
Oh, I apologize. 14 does not hit. Whoops.
Cool. Nothing.
Apologize.
2 big swipes with it. The spear in my leg is like bumping into my other leg, and I get very distracted.
Yeah, it's hard to really get your footing here.
Yeah.
All right. Now we go to the enemy. So this creature is best described as a humanoid frog. He threw a spear at you, and now he takes out a short sword to attack you. It's more of like a, I guess it would be more of like maybe like a dagger made out of, I don't even know, some sort of natural material. It looks like rock, like sharpened rocks. Very. I would say it's a crude weapon. All right, here we go. He's going to attack. You say your AC was 14, right?
Yep.
Hey,
Not gonna
Bob.
hit. Yeah.
So I imagine John and Chris would have their armor on, but I imagine the other 4 of us wouldn't.
Correct. Correct.
That's fun.
I don't have armor.
Thanks.
Yeah, well.
Again, this is the second time. Yeah, we're killing it. We're killing
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
All right. One of these creatures is running up, and it's running up to it takes its double move to get to here. It's got a spear in its hand and it's charging, sees a bunch of people on the floor, so it's getting ready to stab next turn, but it's going to take its turn to move up. And this one will do the same, but it'll move from the shore to here and throw a spear. Who's standing? Hieronymus?
Yes.
A spear gets thrown at you, Hieronymus.
Ah! No!
And what's your passive perception?
11.
11, okay. All right, so it... Yeah. So this one's going to have advantage hit you, and it gets you a total of 18.
You hit. I have a 9 armor class.
Okay, 5 hit points.
Oh. So we don't have the bonus anymore, right?
The bonus hit points? No, those went
those are
away.
gone.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so you've got one here about to stab the downed party members coming from the right. In the center, we threw a spear, and this one has a small, crude dagger that it tried to stab Sassori with. We go to Chris. Oh, no, Jeff, sorry. And then Chris, you're on deck.
Okay, so I've apparently, even though I'm a dwarf, I don't sleep in my armor. We need to have a talk about that little cultural misunderstanding.
Well, to be honest, it would be up to you if you want to. I don't know if you... Is there rules about you being able to rest with your armor on?
I don't know. There's not.
Okay.
There's not. I'm just making noise. Okay. Well, I guess we'll just sweep up the. Okay. What I will do is. I will call on Sassori. You got that one. I can tell it, and I'll give him a bardic inspiration. As
Very
a bonus
nice.
action.
Yep.
And then I will jump up and I will swing my battle axe at this one. So, battle axe, which is, and it's two-handed since I got no shield or anything. 13.
Does not hit.
Not gonna hit.
These
We're in a
creatures
world of hurt
don't
here,
look
folks.
like it. They don't look like they have armor in the token, but they are wearing... Let's see here. They are wearing some sort of hide armor, and they've got like a tortoise shell shield. Yeah. So they do look like they got some armor.
Sleep in armor.
What?
I just looked it up too. So it says there's
Yeah.
there's no rules as written penalty for sleeping in armor. I know that there definitely was in previous editions, but sleeping
Xanathar's
in-
came out, I guess, with some rules about
Okay.
medium and heavy.
We
Okay.
would not recover, but we weren't down anything. So
Right.
I'm totally
Yeah.
sleeping in my armor.
Yeah, that's fine. Then we can do that. I'm fine with that. All right, so Jeff, you just attacked. You whiffed.
I did. I whiffed. 13.
All right. Anything else on your turn? Your bonus action was to do Bardic Inspiration.
Yes.
Okay,
Sorry,
so we go to...
D6 or D4 at level 1. What is it? For product inspiration.
Oh,
I believe it's D6.
D6.
Thank you.
Hieronymus.
Do I recognize these things as humanoids as far as Charm Person is concerned?
They do look like humanoids. Give me a nature check, see if you can tell what they are.
How about Arcana?
No.
A nature check? Oh, this is
Yeah.
I hear.
You're smart. You know things.
Are you wise, though?
I am not wise.
Nature is smart.
Nature is intelligence.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Yes, it
Yeah.
is.
there you go.
Oh, he knows. He's very
Smart
knowledgeable.
lad.
So with a 17 on your nature check,
Plus you're plus 3 or 4, aren't you?
these
I don't have the
creatures.
skill.
Oh right, yeah, but it's still plus your intelligence, so
So
Probably
it's
plus 4.
3.
plus 3, so 20. You've encountered maybe at least heard about them, or maybe encountered them before. They're bullywugs. They are humanoid frog race,
So Charm Person should work.
perhaps.
Well, I'm going to step over here. I'm going to try to cast Charm Person on this one.
Okay.
It has
What's
to
the
make
save?
a save. Hold on, let me get back to my spells.
It's got to be a 13 for you, right?
Charm Person must make a Wisdom saving throw and does so with advantage if you or your companions are fighting.
Correct. So I'm rolling with advantage here. I got a nat 20.
Okay, you made it.
Yeah. What did you want to say to it though when you?
I was going to tell him there must be some misunderstanding, Please stop his friends from attacking.
Gotcha. All right.
But
Let's go.
It doesn't matter.
Let's go down the list here. Tim, and then Fritz, you're up next.
I'm gonna wake up and I haven't been woken up from my peaceful slumber. I'm immediately gonna rage because I'm furious. And I will attack one right in front of me with my great axe.
Sure.
Wow, it's a tough day.
Oof. An 8?
Hey. That's
Oh.
it, right?
That's brutal. No.
Yeah, I hate to see it. That's all I can do.
I assume that you're standing up, so you won't have disadvantage.
Yeah, I would like to leap up.
Yeah.
Having been woken up by people screaming and shouting around me, stand up. Become furious having been woken up and attacking with that.
Good.
Still groggy.
Right. Still groggy, but raging. So, a typical morning for you.
Before the coffee kicks in, yeah.
Fritz, and then Nate, you're on deck.
Do we need heals? First thing, who's hurting?
You were sleeping. You don't know.
True. I took the most, though. I was the first. I woke everyone, so you might know that.
True, DM.
I mean,
But I'll tell you
Would
anyway.
I be able to know Chris? Because he's right next to me there. He's like right.
Yeah, I don't think he's taking
Yeah.
damage, right? Oh, no, he has. He took
yeah,
it.
I hurt very
Hieronymus
badly.
has.
Hieronymus is
bleeding on
Yeah.
you, Ula.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's
Heal me.
let's throw him a healing word.
Okay.
So
Roll a d4.
D4 plus 2. Ooh, 3.
3's better than nothing. 3's better than nothing.
Better than nothing.
Better than two.
Oh my god. We'll see everybody back in 2 weeks for the new session 0.
For yourself, you cowardly dwarf.
Oh, now you're mocking my accent. I take my bardic inspiration back.
It's my favorite accent too.
All right, so now we go to Nate.
I will pop up and Bob, I don't have control over my token, but I'm just gonna move one to the right and attack the bullywug that's right there next to the group.
All right, you should be good.
I somehow am not good.
All right, I moved you.
That's perfect, though. Yes. I'll say, hold, Scory. I'll be there in a moment as I bring my warhammer down on this fella here.
There we go.
With a hit. Look at that.
Someone finally hit something.
Oh, shoot. I didn't mean to do that, but that would be cool, too.
Threw away at 17.
Yeah. Darn it all. What? How do I...
If you just click the word Warhammer on your damage roll or on your attack roll, it'll roll damage.
Oh, whoops. There we go. That's how I do it.
There you
And I'll do 8 bludgeoning damage to it as I bring it down on its head.
Awesome. So you clobber this one for 8 damage. It is it looks scared of you now. It is still awake. It took that clobbering, but it's still alive. But it looks fearful, much less confident than it did 6 seconds ago.
Excellent. Excellent.
All right. and
That's
then
it for me.
Then we go to Zeb. Zeb is still sleeping. We go to the top of the order. John.
Useless. Useless, Seth.
Of course. All right. Well, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna attack the character directly in front of me.
The one over here.
Follow
Go for it.
up. All right. An 8 will not hit, and with my offhand,
Oof.
it's been special. That's a 6. It's just.
Do you want to
wonderful.
move anywhere?
I mean, after that, no, I can't afford to take an opportunity.
That's true.
With my free action, I will say, and I still understand that I had the bardic inspiration. That was not the time to use it.
go. Very good call.
For everyone at home, I just kind of scream out with my free action, like, I might need a little help over here.
I thought you had it. You're Mr. Kill the Brigand in the forest.
My
That's
eyes
right.
are bigger than my short swords.
Another bullywug appears at the shoreline,
Of course he does.
and another one over here, also coming out of the water. You can see that these creatures are wet, so they clearly came from the water. All right, so this one's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to here. Throw a spear at you, Jeff.
Of course.
This one is going to appear and at the water line and move 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, John, we got an attack on you and one attack on Jeff. So let's do Jeff first. Jeff. Ooh. 20 in total.
That'll hit. AC 16.
3 damage.
Okay.
Against John.
Do your worst.
John, a 9.
Safe.
Doesn't hit you. Second attack from the bullywig. This one is a little more adept. Thrusts his spear or his dagger at you, but still an 11. Not going to hit you. And the one in combat with Scory, that's in close combat with his dagger, an 11. Not going to hit you. The one over here is very scared, and it's going to use disengage to run away. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's running back to the water line. Okay, we go to the group. We go to Jeff. You're up. Scory.
Okay. Wow. I dare not use. I dare not use my spells for anything but saving dead people. I'm just gonna whack at the one in front of me again.
Okay.
I'm gonna bardically inspire myself too. You got this, Scotty. You can do it. Okay, so I used up my bardic inspirations. I am swinging my battle axe at the one right in front of me. Oh, it's a critical hit.
Sweet.
The first one is a 25 with a crit.
Okay, roll your damage.
15.
How do you kill this bullywug?
Oh my goodness. Well, I take a big horizontal batter up to the bat swing and I just take its head off.
Nice. It's like got this big throat that it makes its croak from. It just, you hear that croak like a pop of a balloon as you decapitate this frog.
Oh, okay. Nate has just told me that I can only inspire others, so I will take his word for that. So.
Sorry.
Well, am I also wrong that it's only for damage and it's not for attack rolls, damage and healing? Does that
Nope.
make sense?
I think it's for
You can use it anytime
saving
you roll into
throw.
D20.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, but I think you're absolutely right. It's only others. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did not recall that.
You still have your one. It's fine. You just didn't do it.
Okay. Well, do I want to inspire somebody else right now? No one else is in immediate danger, so we'll stop right there.
Okay. All right.
That's an interesting point. Now I could move. Yes.
Chris is up
One.
after this.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Heading this
you.
way.
What?
Good idea.
Yeah.
All right, Chris, you're up. Hieronymus.
Okay, I'm going to cast Sleep. I love that spell. Right here. Hoping to catch, if there's any more in the water, I'll try to catch them in the radius. Possibly 2. It's 20 foot, so right here, that's 5, 10, 15. It'll catch him. And him. Here comes the nice numbers.
Best first level spell in the game.
There you are. Ooh, that's nice.
Wow.
Ooh, those
Wow.
are good.
Wow.
Wow.
So 31 hit points of creatures will fall asleep.
All right, so you cast Sleep, right?
Yep.
Okay. Do they save against this? I always forget. We did this last time.
No, you just subtract the hit points starting with the closest to the center, which was here. And you go
Okay.
until you hit 31.
Starting here?
Here.
Here. And does it affect creatures that you don't see?
It should. It's a 20-foot creatures within 20 feet of a point you choose within range, ignoring unconscious creatures. It doesn't say that it would not affect them.
Okay.
I think it
Let's put
starts
them-
with the lowest hit points.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah, but okay. Yeah, either way. So I see it right here. So, yep, so 20 feet of a point you choose. So I'm gonna roll some dice.
There's no safe.
Oh yeah, duh. I'm gonna do some math. 2. Okay. So this one falls asleep first. I'm gonna put a little snail on him. This one falls asleep next. And then it did 31. Okay, that's it. That's it, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, it should be.
Aw.
But these two fall asleep right in their spots where they are as they were approaching the group. All right, now we go to Valentine, and then Fritz is on deck.
I love that spell.
6. I'm gonna get myself to right there, and I'm gonna chuck a javelin at the one right there.
Okay. Roll for hits.
Let's see. Does a 19 hit?
19. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, wonderful. And that'll be 8 piercing damage.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
To this one, right?
The one that's closer, right here.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Yep. Please.
All right. And then after that, we go to Fritz, and then Nate, you're on deck.
Excellent.
Let's see. Hit them. I could hit entangle, or just move up, fire with a bow, or does someone else need some heal? Because we know there could be more coming out in the woods, right?
I don't think that we've seen them all yet.
As far as you know, I asked for help, and one died over here. Right?
John really wants that healing.
I don't actually, but I did.
John is hurt. He's about to die.
Yeah, we'll place it. I'll move up and throw healing word. Same thing. 3.
What's your modifier? Plus 1.
Plus 2.
Thank you.
So at least get you back a little bit in the fight.
I'm basically full health.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. See, you're fine.
We have no health, so 3 is
Nate is up next.
33% of health. Thank you.
Nate, you're up. Barrack.
All right. I'm going to double move over next to John, and that'll be it. So that I for some reason cannot grab my guy.
I'll move him for you. Double moving to John.
Yeah. To
Here?
Yep. Perfect. Right there.
Okay. Good. All right. So that's fine. So we go to
I'm here, so sorry.
after you. We go to Zeb. Zeb. Let me see. Is he awake? Nope. Not awake yet.
Battle rages around him. That man is out cold.
The man is out.
You know
Top
what?
of the order here. John, you're up.
Gotta cut his pay.
All right, so I am going to attack the creature in front of me that has taken some damage already
Mhm.
from that wonderful javelin from Tim. And let's see if I can do anything.
Hey,
There
now.
we
Go.
22! I think I hit.
Yeah, you hit.
Been around.
Excellent.
All right, so that'll be 6 slashing damage to him. So
Okay,
that's
6
a-
slashing. That'll kill him as well. So you thrust
Excellent.
your sword into his gut, following up that spear attack, and he falls down.
And I say, haha, we have breakfast! And then I use my short sword offhand to attack the other one.
There you go.
23. I just needed some help, guys. I just wanted a friend near me.
You're on fire now.
Yeah. And,
What'd you get?
again, now I
He was
actually-
waiting for an audience.
I could also be using my sneak attack point now, right? So let's do that. Short sword. I guess I didn't need it on the last one, but let's see. That's
So
5.
5. Nice.
My sneak attack, because Nate is near me, and that's
Gotcha.
That's 8 total damage.
Not against this one though.
Oh, within not 5 feet of me, 5 feet of the creature. Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
The first one you should have gotten it, but it killed it anyway. It was overkill. But this one does not get sneak attack damage.
great call. Yeah, just 5
5.
slashing damage. Then.
Okay, so he took 5, and now we get to the bullywugs. You hear first, and then you see a couple of other bullywugs present themselves. One makes a very large croaking sound, and it kind of alerts the others. And you can see that there's a... Here we go. There we go. One who's more decorated, wearing more ornaments and such around their neck, clearly a leader. And then another one who's carrying some sort of staff as they both sneak out of the water here. So this one, who's the lead in charge, made that large croak. He steps up and moves to here and throws a spear at Scory.
Okay.
Sorry, let me, I just lost my stat block here. A 20 in total, Jeff.
That'll hit.
And here we go. A total of 6 damage with his spear.
I'm standing.
And then this one is going to step up 5, 10, 15 and start to cast a spell. You're going to give me a Constitution saving throw. It's going to spray you with poison spray. I think you get advantage
good.
on this because you're a dwarf, right?
I have advantage on that, yes.
Yeah.
Constitution save at advantage.
Yeah.
I have a 20.
A 20?
Mm-hmm.
So you pass, you succeed. The puff of gas that comes to your face is it doesn't even affect you. You've smelled far worse back in your dwarven clan. All right, so that's the caster and the leader, the 2 bullywugs. This one's injured, right? So it's going to disengage and go back into the swamp or in the water. These 2 are sleeping. And how long are they sleeping for, Chris?
1 minute.
1 minute? Okay. And then, so that's where we're at. That's the bullywugs. We'll go to the group.
Okay.
Back to Jeff, and then Chris
All right.
back.
Okay, so despite the fact that I'm badly wounded, I will turn around and I will face these 2 guys over here, and I will say to them, "You've got nothing on us. You got nothing you can do that hurts us the bit. Your men have already run, and it's time for you to jump back in the water yourselves." And that's going to be an intimidation attack.
Oh, sure. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. 17.
Pretty fearsome from the dwarf. Words from the dwarf.
Who just laughed off their poison.
They don't look too thrilled with their odds here.
Let's see. And the last thing I'm gonna do is use my bonus action to go, Barak, go finish him off, or better. Robin, somebody else.
Okay.
So I'll give him my other bardic inspiration.
Good. Fair enough.
That's my bonus action.
Hieronymus
Absolutely, Scory.
Hieronymus and then Valentine.
Okay. Hieronymus is going to move over to here and throw a firebolt at this one.
The shaman.
Sure. It's a ranged touch attack.
It's a ranged spell attack.
Ranged spell attack.
A 20 though will hit.
There you go. Is that critical?
It is.
That is.
Does the spell's critical like that?
We'll find
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, spell attacks.
Yep. So,
So it's
you should be able to...
so
10 plus. Oh, wait, I don't
oh
know.
no, that's not what I wanted to roll.
You 5e kids know your rules well.
Sorry.
Rolling like 19.
Studied the
How do
book.
I roll the 1d10 fire? Up
You
here, I
should
guess,
just
huh?
be able to click the name of the spell in the chat.
Oh wait, oh there it is. Okay,
Oh,
Jeff, I'll also say you're complimenting
that's not it.
I definitely should have
there it
used
is.
inspiration to kill that bullywug.
Yeah, I just rolled it as well. I guess that gives me the option to click it.
Oh,
but
yeah,
you
that
got
would have been a good moment, yeah.
So
Oh, so I want to roll on the critical one though, right?
so double it. Roll it again.
Ooh, that one's better.
Okay, so here's
That's
what
the
we're gonna
critical.
do. You rolled a
That's
5.
the critical one.
You rolled a 5, and we'll count the 10 from the next dice. So 15.
All right.
Is that fair?
Yes, that's good.
Okay. All right. 15 in total damage to it. That hurt. That hurt a lot.
Which
do
one
not
is
like
casting spells? The one on the left or
The
the
one on
right?
the left is the caster, the one on the right is the
Gotcha.
leader.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Now, the tokens are actually very cool and unique. Printableheroes.com. You can check the link in the description. But the artwork, you can see this one has like a staff. And see, this one does not. So the one with the staff is the shaman.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
the one with the staff is the shaman. The one with the fist
Yep.
in the air is the leader.
Gotcha.
All right. Okay. Let's go to after Chris. We go to Tim Valentine.
I'm gonna charge at the one who appears to be the leader. 2, 3. I'm gonna do that instead, so I don't have to throw an opportunity.
Yeah.
We're gonna switch back to the great axe for this one. Does a 21 hit?
A 21 hits.
Great. It's gonna swing.
Can you imagine if a 21 didn't hit at first level?
If you told me a 21 didn't hit it wrong, I would be furious. The 13 slash damage.
They are
Crit-
bullywugs.
Bullywug, sorry, I'm mixing
Which
my
is
frog
worse.
subspecies.
Yeah. Tim and John have fought them before in
Or worst.
a castle in a different campaign.
This is a personal
Oh.
vendetta against them.
They got bullywugs in Horde of the Dragon Queen or whatever it is.
They get a whole
They
castle
do.
full of bullywugs.
They do
Really?
in Nate's version.
I don't remember. Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
We're
No,
not
they're in the
doing
book.
anything At all.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. I never got that far with that one. All right, so we go to the next in line here is Ula and then Barak.
Ready.
Yeah, let's do entangled down. We'll catch the shaman and the leader.
Okay. Roll. You want to put your the outline on the screen?
The outline. I do that with the draw shape.
Yep, and yeah, exactly the shape one. Yep.
Catch.
It's a little bigger than that. It's 20 by 20. Oh,
Can I get?
oh boy, I'll
Can I
get you.
get it? There we go. Gotta erase that.
I'll get you there. Fritz. I'll get you.
Fritz, I can't draw on this thing either. I screw it up every time.
Is this what you want, Fritz? Something like that?
5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, I was trying to see if we can get the other one that's asleep. But those two are fine. Let's try and nail them both.
Get the awake ones. Yeah.
Okay, so there's your entangle. They do it on their turn, right? Creature missed 16 on strength saving throw or be restrained. No, when you cast a spell, they make a saving throw or be restrained, and then they can use strength checks to get out on their turn.
To get
So
out.
I'll roll you the saving
Okay.
throws right now. We got a save for the first bullywug, the shaman. That's going to succeed, and the leader is going to fail.
All right. At least
So the shaman
I
succeeds.
would like to have gotten. Let's take the shaman out, but we'll take the leader.
Okay.
Well, the shaman is hurt bad, isn't
Her too. Yeah,
Yes.
that's true.
he? If he runs, maybe he'll run away, and then we'll just have the leader caught.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Won't give
All right.
him time to run.
Barak, you're up.
For my friend Scory. And I sprint forward and swing my warhammer at the shaman. Yeah. I'm feeling inspired.
Roll it. Go for it. There you go.
16?
16.
Yeah.
That'll hit.
Excellent. That's that Scory inspiration.
You betcha.
For 9 bludgeoning.
9.
Yeah. Right into that shaman's head.
That is an ex-shaman, I bet.
Still alive.
What?
Oh!
Oh, come on now.
Baloney.
Yep, still alive. Definitely hurting. Very much so. But still alive. And then we
Alrighty.
go to... That's your turn, right, Barak? Nothing else?
Yep, that's it.
John Sasori, top of the order.
Cool. So feeling super pumped about this situation. And
Oh, I'm sorry. Zeb wakes up. He yawns deep. And he looks around and he says, hey, where'd everybody go? Go ahead, John.
Just for everyone at home, I'm currently an anime character who was about to say something cool and then falls head first on the ground. And now I'm sitting there with that weird little plus sign mark on my forehead. Yeah, that's me. I don't know if anyone else gets that, but that's for me.
We all don't get it. Don't worry.
You can explain it in the comments.
There's a couple of kids at home who understand what I'm talking about. So I'm feeling very inspired by people running away from me. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to come right in the middle of the two brawlers.
Oh, don't run into the entangle.
So if you enter the plant area.
Yeah, I did do it. You're right, but now I didn't. I knew that what that was. I did screw it up myself.
So it says here that the ground is difficult terrain, and a creature in the area needs to take a strength saving throw or be entangled. So I think it's just difficult terrain if you are not in the initial entanglement.
But I would see it, right? Can I don't know. Should I
Yeah,
roll
you
a
would
50?
see it, but you know.
Should I roll a
whatevs.
50 to see if I protect my own personal stupidity?
I will allow you to decide if your guy was stupid enough to do it.
All right. I'm gonna roll a 50-50 to see if.
Just to be clear, we all knew you were dumb enough to walk into it.
The question is, what's Sasori?
Sasori might be smarter than John. We'll see.
He's got some minuses on intelligence, as I recall.
Several of them.
I'm gonna present your intelligence or your scores right now to the group or to the viewers here. Oh my God, you have a 6 intelligence. Zeb is running mental circles around you.
Sorry.
Zeb is running.
But I'm
They're having long conversations.
Zeb
As we walk.
Zeb is doing calculus.
Long conversations of very small words.
you know that concept where like the aliens come and they visit us and children are doing calculus of aliens. They're like, oh, your people are so smart, you can do calculus. My baby does that at 6 months old. This is the thing we're dealing with right
It's all relative.
It's all
It's all relative. All right, go ahead.
I am definitely going with my initial, and I am inside of the entangle.
Okay, so it's double your moves for those 2 spaces.
Yep. So I will only be able to move 1 space. Into
Okay.
it.
Okay, go ahead.
And then I will proceed to attack.
All right, go for it.
At least my sword still works.
Yeah, that
I'm
works.
Gonna use my 14 hits.
Yep, 14 hits the shaman. Yeah.
Mage. Yep. Cool. Let's roll some damage. I clicked twice. I'm sorry. Just the first one.
Yeah, we'll take the
5.
first one. 5. Okay.
Yep. And I'm gonna roll a sneak attack damage because I have a person next to me, which I guess I could have used the second die, but it doesn't matter. Different. 4. So that's 9 damage for my first attack.
Oh, yeah, there is sneak attack here. Yeah.
Yep. Second attack offhand. That's a crit. Oh no, it's a 16.
No, it's not a critical.
20. Sword attack damage. 3.
You got it.
And sneak attack damage of.
You only get it once on your turn, but still, that was even more than enough. The 3 was enough to knock it out.
Cool. Thank you.
So
Well
you
done.
you run into the shrubs or the entanglement. You look down. Oh, not again! And then you stab the shaman, taking its last breath. All right. The leader will croak loud. He'll look around, and in fact, all of the other bullywugs here stop for a moment, and instead of this bullywug heading into the water, it actually starts to run the other way, but it'll double move into the forest. Well, it can't go past your sight, but it's gonna run away from you like this way. These 2 are sleeping, so I don't think they can do anything. But this one's gonna try to make a strength check to get out of this. It's not gonna beat it, no. But it's croaking, and it's actually looking to the water, and it doesn't even seem to be concerned with you, Valentine.
Should be, because it's going to be in a minute.
Okay. Let's see. Who's
that's
closest to the
frightening.
water? Sasori, give me a... No. Your passive perception is an 11?
11.
Okay. All right.
Stuff coming out of the water, something big.
Let's go
Yep.
to Scory.
I think this would be a good moment to healing word myself, since I have 1 hit point at the moment.
Sure.
Let me see. Do I have a way to roll that automatically? No. So I'll just do it the hard way.
Sure, if I can, I would be happy to lay hands on you. Just for the
6 points.
but that's also better than
6 points?
Axe
Yeah,
roll.
that brings me up to 7.
Very nice. Oh, you're at 1?
I was at 1, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I was at 1 when I tried to intimidate those guys.
Nice.
Because I'm a
Hieronymus.
dwarf, you know. We only need 1 hit point to intimidate people.
Hieronymus is not letting him get away. He's gonna throw a firebolt at him.
Okay.
Well, maybe he is letting him get away.
So he is restrained, so you do get advantage, but it looks like you rolled
It was this
4
guy
times.
up here. This guy.
Yeah, the chieftain.
No, up here.
Oh, the one far away. Yeah, but you rolled a 12,
I double clicked it. And
He rolled
so,
a 9 and an 8.
a 9 and an 8. I see that. Yeah. All right, so you miss. He's headed for the hills.
That's it.
Okay. Next up
Who is
is
next?
I have the list here. It's Tim, and then Fritz, you're on deck.
Yeah.
I'm going to use my. I think I'm using the Great Weapon Master Feat, so I'm going to take the subtract 10 to the hit.
5. 5 to the hit. Subtract 5.
So it'll be a 14 to hit.
14. The chieftain, no, does not hit.
Hate to see it.
It would have done is. Oh no, you have advantage though against it because it's restrained.
Oh boy, let's try again. Don't think I'm going to beat that. But
Wait, the 19 didn't hit?
it was a 14. I took a penalty to see if I could just.
He's
finish it
taking
right
his great weapon
Oh,
penalty.
sorry.
Yeah, 14 doesn't hit, and neither does an 8. So, unfortunately,
Sad
even with a good
trombone.
opportunity here, he still manages to wiggle out of the way.
now. He's
All right.
cagey.
Fritz,
Let's see. I'll shoot the one running away with longbow.
okay, go for it.
Seven.
7, very nice. You do not hit. 7, is that really it with your 6 roll? Do you have bonuses?
That was it. I got a +1 to the dexterity.
You're proficient with the
And
longbow, though, right?
proficient.
But you still
Oh,
6
so
is
it's,
6 is still a
it's still
pretty
gonna
low.
be too low.
Yeah, it's still pretty low. It would be probably a 9 is what I would suspect. Yeah. Okay, anyone movement for you?
I'll stay where I am. That sounds good.
Okay. Whoops. I see you got a little one of these straggler boxes I'm going to get rid of.
Yeah,
Okay.
get rid of that box. Excellent.
All right, so that's Ulah's turn, and then we go to Barrick.
Eric. Let's see. Scory. Scory, can you hold out?
I'll be fine, aye.
All right, I run over towards Valentin and swing my warhammer down. I have advantage?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Swing my warhammer. Yeesh. And a 14 and an 8.
14 will not hit. My goodness.
Yeah. And that's that.
My goodness. Okay. All right. All right, we go to Zeb. Zeb is going to stretch and walk leisurely towards you, Scory. He's going to
Okay.
stand there in all the madness going around. He's kind of like, his eyes are crusted over. He's got that morning breath. He walks up to you and he goes, "Oh, we getting breakfast?"
Okay.
Frog legs.
Breakfast may be getting us if we're not careful.
And then you see him look out at the water line, and he grabs you by the cloak, Scory.
Yeah.
And he looks and he says, his eyes wide, and he goes, "What is that?" And you can see from the water line, now that he's pointed it out to you.
Uh-huh.
Let's see, can I make this? Yeah, I can.
Suspense is killing me.
A giant water spider
Oh.
is climbing along the rocks here. And now that you notice it, you haven't really gotten to the side of the water. There is a lot of like spider webbing along the water, like laying on the water.
Oh my god.
And so it's coming right here, and it's going to enter into the initiative after Sasori.
Sometimes I know spider webbing is flammable, but that's just John speaking. So Sasori is going to have some fun here, and I'm not going to notice this thing at all behind me. I'm sure with my past.
You did not. You don't see it. No.
Correct.
Your
So
passive perception was not good enough.
I'm gonna like dive through a couple of vines that I'm in here dealing with some stuff as I continue to move forward in the brush here, in the entangle. And I'll use my movement to then move forward and attack our chief friend. First attack. Oh, I get advantage. Yeah, I get advantage. Should be rolling with advantage. Cool. I get a couple of 9s.
9s. Not gonna do it. My goodness, you guys, you have advantage.
And I have Bardic Inspiration, but I'm still waiting because I don't think 9 is good.
Somebody's going to have to do the math to see how many times we have rolled doubles on our advantage rolls, because it's happened a lot.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Well, there's the 15. Does the 15 hit?
15 hits.
Cool. So I'll take the 15, and then I'm going to roll my offhand damage
And
with
sneak
attack with Bardic Inspiration.
Okay, on the damage roll? Okay.
So that's 6 plus 1 for sneak attack. I'm just going to roll sneak attack again because it's a d6. Is that okay with everyone? With
Sure.
Yeah.
Because it's there. Wow. Cool. That's 1 twice on a d6. So that's a beautiful 8 damage.
All right. And then we go. So it's at taking 21 damage from you total. We go to
wait,
the enemy.
John,
square.
did you use the Bardic Inspiration on the damage?
That's what I just said. Damage roll. Can it not be done on that?
Yeah, it can't be done on
Okay,
that.
so
Oh
20
shit!
damage.
I tried to read it. I thought I could. I'm sorry. I definitely
Maybe.
All right.
I
If,
tried-
look it up. If it is, I will give a point back to you.
Yeah, it's 1.
Fine. I'll give the point back to you.
I'm having internet issues. I was trying to look it up.
This is why we have chat, for one of our rules experts
Yes.
to
Someone
know.
potentially Zeno or CJ or one of our other wonderful members, please.
We got more company.
Scory, the spider, lurches out of the water, and it's charging right at you. I'll say
Yeah,
that because Zeb saw it, he warned you of it. You won't get surprised by the attack. And you're
I'm not
Burns.
the least bit surprised that there was more coming.
a 16 in total to hit.
No, it's exactly enough.
Exactly.
I am a 16.
All right, you take a total of 11 damage.
I'm down.
Okay. All right, so that's its turn.
It wouldn't be an encounter if Scory didn't go down.
That's true. By the way, everyone now sees the spider as it attacks Scory. It obviously can't do any more on its turn because it did its action, but you can see it's about to start to wrap him up and perhaps get ready to do that and pull him back to the water.
How absolutely Tolkienian.
Yep. All right, we go
Spider
to
wraps up the dwarf.
it's wrapping up the dwarf.
Watcher.
We go to
You're so
To
derivative,
Chris.
Bob.
listen. This is keep on the Borderlands. Got to keep it classic. Chris, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna go over here, and I'm gonna throw a firebolt at the spider.
Go for it. Okay. Now we're hitting here. 21. Nice job. Roll your damage.
Oh, why did it not roll the damage? Okay, hold on. Oh no, I do it up here. I
Yeah,
got
click
okay.
it in the chat.
I see. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. There you
3. Not as good as the last one when you crit.
go. No.
All right. So you hit him with 3. We go to Chris. Sorry, Tim.
I'm gonna try and finish this bullywug off. Let's see if we can do it.
Sure.
We'll just do a regular great axe swing.
Yep.
With advantage. It's still trapped, right?
Correct. Actually, I never tried to get him out.
There we go.
That's it.
There you go.
Fine.
Yeah, he's still stuck in the entanglement.
Three slashing
Wow.
damage.
Wow. All right. He's hurting.
Oh my god.
I'm so glad he's starting. I'll bring it back.
All right, we go to
I know
Fritz.
I'm hurting.
You're down, aren't you?
Fritz,
Who's up?
Jeff
Yeah,
is
Who's up,
down.
Bobby?
No,
You're up.
Scory is
Yeah.
down, but I personally am hurt at this point.
It's dual faceted.
That's right. On many levels. There's a lot
Ula.
of pain here.
So is Scory getting wrapped up? Can we
He's
heal him?
about to be wrapped up. Yeah.
I'll hit him with my last healing word.
Okay.
Right? Just
Yep. Get him
get
up.
him back up here.
5.
Did it roll it? I didn't see the D4 on the screen here.
It did a 3.
It did. Okay, so
3.
you're +2.
Yep.
I'm +2.
Okay, so I'm back to 5 then.
Good.
But I lost
then I
my
will
damn
just,
turn.
That's true. You
He's
did.
gonna
Yeah.
move back a little bit.
Actually, so yeah, I rolled. I just for fun, you had one more turn to live, Jeff. You had one more turn.
Oh, I'm used to it.
All right, we go to
Just gotta keep him up.
It's
Barrack.
it's not a fight. if the story doesn't die.
Seeing what's going on. Bob, what size is the spider?
Large.
Is that a large? Am I even like mechanically able to grapple it?
Yeah, one size larger. Yeah, you could. You
Okay,
want to grapple it?
So I'm going to sprint. Scotty, I'm coming! And I sprint towards
The spider.
it and try to grapple. So I imagine opportunity attack from the.
The Bullywug chieftain is freaking out. He's flailing. He's not in the right state of mind to fight.
Great. Okay, so I'm going to try and grapple this spider because grappling reduces movement to 0, right? So he couldn't pull him.
Correct. Quite a bit
All
of
right.
the Bullywugs probably have been eaten by the spider, so he's not happy.
Perfect. Great.
Oh, it's nice to know they're not on the same side.
This is just a strength check. What am I doing
It's
here?
an opposed athletics check.
Athletics. Okay, so here we go. So I got a 16.
It gets advantage because it's a size larger than you. And it rolled a 10 on the dice.
Let's go.
What's your total?
I got a 16 total.
All right, so it was about to like put its tendrils, its spinneret onto Scory. Scory was healed. It was taken aback, and then you grab it by one of its or two of its legs, and you start to wrestle with it, and you got it grappled.
Heck yeah. Yeah, it can't move. And
That's basically it.
do other
being
people have
grappled just
advantage
gives it
on their attacks against it?
So it says here that if the condition. Say it again.
Can we tell that to the group?
I missed it. What?
Look at the Zoom chat, Bob.
Oh, I never look at the Zoom chat.
There's a bat in the room with Tim
Oh,
in real life.
Your team
Wow.
is having their own fight.
wow. That's why he was like,
We
"I'll be
just
right
got
back."
water spiders. He's got a bat.
Oh, I guess.
The Batman, the Dark Knight arrives. Look at this.
Think it left?
Good.
I hope.
Grappling doesn't give you advantage. So
Yeah.
grappling, it gives 0 speed, and it's a condition. It gets removed if the reach of the grappler or grappling effect. If they move out of range for something, I guess something moves it.
like
it just has
Thunder
to make
Wave or something.
opposed strength checks to get away from you.
Right. So I have it grappled until it uses a turn to use a strength check, right?
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So we go to top of the order, John here. Sasori.
So I'm wrestling with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to continue my attacks with my short sword. Oof. I'm going to use the. I'm going to use Bardic Inspiration on that 10.
Okay.
See if it works. Again, I'm just going to. Well, I have it right here. That's
The 1 is not going to do it. An 11.
All right, offhand, short sword.
That'll do it. An 18.
Okay, cool. That's 5. And sneak attack damage. That's a total of 8 damage.
All right, your chieftain goes down.
Yes.
Let's go.
Again, totally focused on the spider, not you. You stab it, and it goes down. We go to the spider now. Barrack, we're gonna attack you. That's probably the best
Yeah.
thing this thing can do.
Yeah.
Let's see here. It's gonna get a 15. I think it's gonna miss you.
It will.
Okay, you got this spider in your clutches. Group, you're up. We go to Jeff.
Let's go. I yell to Sasori, I could use a little help here now.
All right. Oh, Zeb. Zeb is going to smack it. It takes out his club, and he's going to roll.
He's not going to hit it with his 10-foot pole from behind the rest of us?
No. The 10-foot pole's in his bag.
Oh, that's poor planning on his part.
But he hits, and he does a total of... Hey, 4 damage. 4 damage. He did more than Chris's firebolt. Scory, and then Chris Hieronymus is up after that.
That's my boy.
Scory?
Let's see. This thing looks big and nasty. Barrick, you're not hurt, are you?
No, actually, I'm doing great.
Okay, you're doing great.
He's like,
you're doing just great. You keep that up.
Yeah, he's like, I'm
Okay,
doing
well,
fine.
In between Barrick and Zeb is going to come arcing down a gigantic dwarven battle axe.
Oh, nice.
Let's go.
Just slide it right between them.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, bummer.
Do I
You
get
don't hit.
advantage for him being grappled?
Guess
Wouldn't we all?
not. I actually, when I did it, I thought that was one of the effects.
Oh, it's not?
No.
It's not. It's
Did
not
all the-
restrained.
No, sorry.
It's not restrained.
Okay, I don't think there's... Oh! Healing Word is a bonus action.
Mhm.
I'm going to save it.
Okay. We go
I don't know
to
who's
Hieronymus
gonna
and
need
then
it most.
Valentine.
Hieronymus, throwing that firebolt.
No, actually, I'm gonna use it on myself right now because
Okay,
if I'm
go
dead,
for
I
it.
can't heal anybody.
And then Hieronymus.
Firebolt at the spider.
I see an 8.
Yes. Maximus.
Yeah, 8's not going to hit.
Hey, how do I turn off that?
You can do it in a character sheet. I'll show you another time, but we always just take the first roll, though.
Okay.
So if you got an 8 and a 19, an 8 would be the roll you get.
Okay.
You want to do anything else in your turn? Move?
I'm
or...
gonna shout for everyone that the other two that I put to sleep will be waking up soon. They have to
Yeah.
be dispatched.
6
Okay.
rounds.
Valentine.
10 rounds.
Well, it's been 4, so.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Nice.
I'm gonna swing at its spindly spider legs.
Hieronymus, you can't murder your own sleeping victims.
I don't do any
Need
damage.
help with that?
Anyone hit it?
Hey!
I have a 6 strength.
All you have to do is slice their throats with a knife.
There we go.
The
12
Batman.
slash damage to its
Go
spidery.
slice.
Here we
12.
go, Tim.
12, okay.
That's more like it.
Or Valentine.
All right, whoops. Okay, so the spider is not look happy. It's struggling. We get to Nate. Oh, no, I skipped Fritz. Fritz and then
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, let's take a shot. Shoot it with my bow.
Nate. Go ahead. +3.
See.
That'll do it.
Nice. Let's go.
19 to hit.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. And roll your damage.
And longbow is what, D6 or D8?
D8. All right, so 7 with your dex. So +7.
Plus 2.
Oh, +2. Then it's taken 1 more. All right. Okay.
Good.
All right.
Let's go to Nate.
Yeah.
You're
There we
grappling
go.
with it. Do you want to
Um,
swing at it now?
Right. So I can do that, right?
You could. Totally can.
Can I? Is it a mechanic that can I like up my grapple to a restraint, or is that something special?
I believe you can, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But I will just say, I think you can only, if you're grappling, you can't attack with a two-handed weapon because you have to have one hand free.
Oh.
Not that that would matter too much for you. I think you have a.
Well, I would just have to drop my shield then, so my AC would go down. Because I would
Okay.
keep my weapon handy.
Okay.
I
yeah.
use a yeah.
Well, you can't
All right.
with the shield anyway now, right?
Hmm.
You would have had to drop your shield to initiate the grapple.
Right. That's what I didn't. Yeah. So
That's
yeah.
fine.
All right. I'll just swing my warhammer. Not gonna hit though. But I'll keep grappling. So
Sure.
that's it.
Okay. We go to at the top of the order. Oh, Zeb. Let's roll for Zeb. Oh, he rolls in that one.
Oh, he broke his 10.
I wanted him to kill it. All right, John Sessor, you're up.
Cool. So
There we go, Sasori.
after hearing Barrick kind of call for help, think I'm the one who needs help last time. I kind of look over my shoulder and I'm like, "Holy, there's a giant spider, everyone! Oh my god, did you see that? That's huge! What?" So I proceed to move through the giant spider. I am not going to be smart enough to leave the entangle. I'm going to move through the entangle. So that'll be 10, and then another 20 to move out. Thankfully, I still have 30, so I can get here with some movement to spare. And now I'm going to attack the giant spider.
Okay.
There we go.
Sorry, just the first one. I didn't take the advantage off from the
Oh.
Yeah.
So 13 misses. Offhand?
13 plus my bardic inspiration because I got it back because I wasn't allowed to use it last time.
That's correct. You could do that.
Yep. Because I think I know.
I believe you're doing it right. You got
Get a
it.
3, get a 3, get a 3. Ooh, a 6.
Oh, or that.
There you go.
Roll your
that'll
damage.
Oh, that's terrible. So that's
Six?
6.
But don't you get a sneak attack?
He did. He rolled it.
Let's go.
No, he rolled the sneak attack already, right? 5
Oh,
plus 1?
yeah, 5+1.
Yeah.
Oh, that came out automatically. Oh, I love
Well,
my...
you know why? Because it thought it was a crit, so it rolled 2d6 to begin with.
There you go. Take
But-
it the way first one.
But either way, it's fine. The 6, you stab it, Tolkien style, right up from underneath it, like a hobbit.
Yep.
You slice it down, it collapses to the floor. Combat is
Yes.
over.
Excellent.
And just to make sure we're doing this right for the future, Nate, we did everything about the grapple correct. You needed to have one hand free, so if you were saying you dropped your shield, that's the one thing we
Okay.
needed to retcon there.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep. But the rest of it's all good.
Cool. Thank you.
Okay. All right. That's it, everybody. The combat's over. So, gonna go.
I want to tie at least one of these bullywugs up instead
Yeah.
of just murdering them.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick up my shield and walk to the other one. Warhammer.
Perfectly willing to
down to
tie
its
them
head.
both up if no one objects.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to thrust my... Nah, we'll tie them both up. Nah.
You're covered with spider ichor right now. You're busy.
I
Time up.
already have three murders on my hand tonight. I'm feeling great.
This is actually gonna really inflate his ego.
Yeah. 2 battles in a row.
All right,
I'm gonna
everybody.
Search the spellcaster.
I was gonna say
Sure.
I'm searching everybody.
So the bullywugs, they have hide armor, like I said, a tortoise shield, and they had a spear and a dagger, and that's all they have on them. Nothing else. The shaman had a. Let's see here. Yeah, the shaman had. None of these people have gold, by the way, just in case that's what you're wondering. But a spell component pouch, which has all different sorts of insects and powders and stuff like that, vials of things, but it doesn't look like they're potions. They're more like spell components. A lot of natural items in here. Very few there's no diamonds or gems or anything like that. And a staff, which you could totally take with a quarterstaff. The leader, Bullywug, had, let's see here, what did he have? He had a couple different things. He had a throwing axe. He had a spear. Yeah, throwing axe, spear, and dagger. And what armor? A chain shirt, which is weird.
Take that throwing axe off. No one else wants it.
You have
Probably
a
stole it
chain
from
shirt?
somebody.
I might actually be interested in if it's actually a chain shirt.
It is a chain shirt, probably taken from other adventurers.
Probably.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Dex.
That might be. I'll have to compare it to my scale.
The throwing axe is fair game.
It's all you.
Disadvantage, so that's the difference. It's 2 less dexterity, but you get disadvantage for scale mail, where you don't get disadvantage for height. Height is I'm sorry.
Oh, I see.
13 plus dex. No
It
disadvantage.
would cost me but it would save me 25 pounds, but it cost me 1 AC.
I like a chain shirt, but that's just.
Does did the spider? You know,
I won't.
and-
I'm not. I'm gonna stay with the scale. So
So-
it's just loot.
The spiders, you can maybe, I don't know if you want to do anything with its carcass or take any trophies, but it's just a spider.
I want to chop off one of those front teeth.
The mandibles.
That it's got there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna chop one of those off and take that.
You rip off a mandible. It's still like
Yeah.
the size of your forearm.
Yeah, I might be looking to make that into something.
Okay.
later on.
All right.
How many daggers? How many hide? You said we got one.
Each of the bullywugs had all those things, so there are 3 bullywug bodies.
No, there's 6 of them. 1.
Oh,
Two.
no. Yeah, you're right. Not counting the sleeping ones. You're right. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 bullywugs that are the ones with hide armor and a shield and a spear. You have the boss, the chieftain who just zipped away. I don't know where he went. There he is. That's weird.
I just looted one of those bodies. I just figured I wouldn't be able to carry more.
Who wants
it's fine.
to
So
swim
chain
into the
shirt-
water and find their lair?
I just know those hides are 10 gold each. The daggers are like 2 gold each. So I'm just gonna get us
In the
experience.
PHB, but resale value? Who
Yeah.
knows?
Touche.
Definitely the chain
Yeah.
shirt. Get a couple of gold for the shirt.
The chain
Yeah.
shirt, definitely you could take, yeah. And I said, Chris, you want to take the spell components?
You said they're more natural, right? Wouldn't that be better for the druid?
It's possible, yeah.
Do an arcane test?
Yeah, I mean, I'll,
Yeah, they're enough to cast spells. An 18 Arcana. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know you're doing this for Fritz because you were inspecting it, but they're things to cast spells like Poison Spray, Thunder Wave, and what was the other spells here? Can't find the stat block now.
all right, so like druid components.
They're druid components, yep. Fog Cloud, Good Berry, Thunder Wave, Poison Spray. Any components that require those spells, that's here.
I'll take them.
Okay. All right. So we're going to end the session here with you finally finishing your rest. Maybe you even need to take a short rest after you sleep.
Thanks.
But experience points, 900 for the group.
Yeah.
That's probably
Wait.
the level up.
I was gonna say, does that mean
That's
That's
150
either it or-
apiece.
that's it?
That leaves us at 192 or
Oh, that's-
292.
292.
Wait, does it really?
It's
Yeah,
it's
900 divided by
250.
6.
You hit
250.
250, baby.
Yeah.
No, it's 150 each.
No, I know, but altogether,
We have
250 is level
142
2.
already.
If
Yeah.
Pep allows it.
I got
I
300
believe
level 2.
I believe 300 is level 2.
We're 8 shy.
Oh, what? I thought it was 250.
I thought
Oh.
How many experiences
prisoners.
is that worth?
Those
You got
are right now.
prisoners.
You know what? You know what? You
Do we
did
get any-
get Zeb. Everyone gets 10 additional experience points for Zeb.
Let's go.
Yeah.
What?
Zeb, acquiring Zeb was bonus
Oh.
experience.
Well, and we
That's
had
level
that,
2.
that wonderful role playing encounter at the farm.
Yeah, I'll give you all-
gosh.
I'll give you all 10 experience points to bump you to level 2. I want you at level 2, so.
Okay.
Nice.
We want us at level 2 also.
I was
I
gonna
would like
say.
level 2.
I have a thing I want to do that you can think about for next time. I want to use my ritual casting ability to cast comprehend languages and
Yeah.
have a conversation with these surviving bullywugs.
Yeah, you could do that.
And we can do that next time, or we can do it offline if you prefer.
No, we'll do it next time.
Okay.
Love to roleplay the frog people.
I want to know if they've seen any bandits.
The sticky bandits.
Yeah. Bob, do you want to do things like rolling our health and stuff at the beginning of next session?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that. Update your character, though, for everything up to the hit points. Actually, do you want to just roll the hit points right now
Yeah.
on
Sure.
live
That.
stream so that everybody can see this?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's do it.
Who's
Hope it's my best roll of the night.
Oh, I don't even know what class I'm going to
We're
take.
taking a short rest, though, right? No, definitely not a long rest group.
Yeah. So, Jeff, you're not sure if you're going to continue in Bard?
Well, at some point I'm going to dip into fighter. I have to decide if I'm doing that now or later.
So then why don't we do this next time at the beginning so that we can think about it?
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
that
guys.
sounds
I
good.
didn't mean to
works.
screw you up.
That's okay.
No,
let's
build the tension.
let's do it next time. Yeah, so that people
Excellent.
tune in.
There you go.
They're going to watch
Cliffhanger,
because they
y'all.
want to see it.
Yes. Can't wait.
Love a good
All right,
cliffhanger.
so we're going to end the stream here. The group is in the Goblinwater, heading out to look for Adina, the bailiff's daughter. Will she be found next session? Who knows? We'll find out soon on Tabletop Bob. Don't forget, check out all the links down below for all of our, our music, tokens, things like that. You can also check out Chris and Fritz on their YouTube channels. Links are also down in the description below. And we'll see everyone on the tabletop. Have a good night, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Adios.